Therefore, onwards.
I will probably be tentative for next week's game because by the end of this week we are going to be moving.
I might.
So depending on how much we can get moved and all that stuff and everything set up, if I get it all set up, then I can be on Tuesday, no problem.
Just get your computer in first, and then during that day, just have Steffi take care of the rest.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Right? Maybe I'm gonna go play D&D. You go ahead and unpack everything else.
Rip.
Thanks.
That's gonna end well.
Just tell her I said it's okay. She'd understand.
Oh, okay. Mikey said it was okay, Steffi.
So saith Mikey.
If Mikey disappears next week, then Steffi got him.
He can't tell me no.
No, I have to update Tailspire. Why?
We're using Tailspire?
Tailspire? Woo!
I mean, I don't have to update it.
Oh, snap!
Is it a big-ass update?
Up to you?
Yeah, there's some really cool stuff that they're releasing. Including, but not limited to, the Hydra.
No
Potatoes.
thanks. I'm good.
And guess what they also added?
Not potatoes?
Star Wars.
Ogres!
Cat.
Oh.
How are you guys feeling about D&D 1?
I'm very mixed about it so far.
I
About
didn't
the
get
what?
to finish the video. Also, I'm back.
I
There's
did
a
not see
lot
the
of-
video.
There's when the most recent Mordecai came out and changed a bunch of stuff for the better, and people were really happy about those changes.
I mean, there's a couple things that are actually coming for the better. I know a couple classes are getting reworked, like Monk, that desperately needs it because
Yes.
who in their right mind is playing Monk? I
But-
hate to say it because
My
I
friend
have a friend
Chris-
that plays Monk, and she messaged me the other day, and she's like, "Don't ever let me do this again."
That's so
And I'm
funny.
like, "I am so sorry."
The problem is that Monk doesn't really come online until like level 15.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it like at that point it's so great because you have so many key points to do all your other
Right.
shit. But in the early levels, you're dog shit, and then she's Way of the Shadow, which gives you access to spells, but they take 2 key points.
Well,
It's
I made a change that you get key points equal to your level plus your wisdom bonus plus your proficiency bonus. And that way you get enough in the early, but then you have enough to like in the end game to like really make use of it. But it doesn't just like overrun you with points, but at least gives you enough that you can actually use them.
Otherwise,
one
because
thing-
that's not just early game shit. That's early, mid. That's most of the game shit.
That's what I mean. They don't really come online until level 15, which by that point it's like
So
My
another
friend
thing
Chris
that I didn't know.
played Monk back in 3.5. He thought that was the best damn class that had ever existed, and he did nothing but find ways to break it. We actually had to put like a limit on no, you cannot be a monk in this game because you've got 1,000 books at home and you spend the entire week reading up on everything possible. When you come back, you're like, so here's a book I wrote of why my character's now a god, and it's my turn and it's dead. Okay, your turn.
the biggest thing about
See,
monks in
that's
5e.
the player being a dick, though.
The biggest thing about monks in 5e though is that they have a get out of jail free card for anything. What they lack offensively, they literally are impervious defensively. You can't alter their mind. They can cure that. They're immune to poison. They can't age. Like, the list goes on and on. They get slow fall, so you can't kill them by falling.
Reflect arrows.
What if you threw the ground at them when they were high up in the air?
Evasion.
Hey, I'm just saying slow fall can't work then. You're not technically falling towards the ground. The ground's hurtling towards you.
Evasion! They just freaking do a dexterity saving throw and take no damage.
But
I
what if
didn't
you
know
throw a 20 by
that-
20 chunk and they're in the center?
I didn't know that if you had crit with a rogue and you did sneak attack, you double the sneak attack dice.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
was not
That's the
aware of that.
reason- One of the biggest things is the wording of smite from paladins. It doesn't say that you have to do it before or after or in between or anything.
That's why
So
it's
one
the
of the biggest
best.
things-
Because otherwise it wastes a
That's why
spell
you
slot.
always save at least one spell slot.
Oh, I
every-
know. I am heavily thinking of crossing into Paladin with my rogue. Heavily.
So that's why Sorkadin is.
Can paladins be rogues? Doesn't that like fight
Can
back
rogues
against
be
their
paladins?
beliefs?
Well,
on-
There's an
depends on what-
Oathbreaker pact. It depends how
There
far
is an
you go.
Oathbreaker and depends on what it is
I was
as
about
well.
to say, because
There's also Oath of Revengeance, or whatever it's called, that...
Yeah, Oath of Vengeance would be really good with Rogue.
Look, I'm
Like-
used to 3 point. That's what I grew up
I know,
on, and so
but
I'm
it's-
used to like.
But essentially, if you have a
having
cause
the
that you're
different
fighting
paths,
for...
I'm still brand new to.
If you have a cause that you're fighting for, easy enough to, like, be, yeah, that's cool, you can do that. And, my character has a good enough reason to do that. But,
There's a very
yeah,
fat cat laying on Stephanie's feet right now.
I'm
Meow.
heavily debating crossing with Paladin, and just
Meow.
all I need
Josh,
is
does
2
your
points
cat
into it.
hang out at your feet too? Like a lot, like on top of your feet?
No.
This cat has a foot fetish.
She's
She-
always nearby, but she doesn't lay on us.
She is physically on top of Stephanie's feet.
That's not true. She'll
And-
lay on your lap all the time, just not your feet.
If our shoes are set to the side, her head is on the shoes, rubbing up against it. Like, cat's weird.
My birds have a foot fetish.
Burbs.
Animals.
The burbs have feet fetishes. Like, they love to perch on, like, when I have my apartment downstairs, they like perch on my legs or whatever. When they notice your feet, they will go and sing to the feet. They'll stand on the feet. They'll...
All right, Mikey. Me and your
Weirdos.
freaking fairy are gonna get
Are you
in
gonna
front.
tussle with Elvie?
Oh no.
She keeps falling through the world. It's like, just go on top of the board.
I do what I
Aren't
want!
you feeling it now, Mr. Mikey?
All right, so we have Robyn, we have
Yes.
Paul,
Hi.
we have Pedi,
I'm everyone's favorite of all,
Pedi.
Josh.
and we have.
I can't wait till I actually get to attack with Elvie now.
Oh my god, it's gonna be so damn disgusting. Been so busy. There's so much stuff I need to. But I'll definitely be. That's what I was debating on. I was gonna say, okay, now everything's good to go, but
I would like my
Uh,
bonk weapon.
I don't
Bunk.
know if we're going
Bunk.
to. If I'm gonna have to miss D&D next week
Mm-hmm.
That's
because
fine.
one,
You do
just
you.
responsibilities, but two, it's just I really need to catch up, and I just haven't found time to catch up.
That's fine.
Do what you gotta do.
I don't know yet, but I'm just throwing that out there.
Just muster
The
your
thing
strength,
is that
Josh. and you'll-
Dave can only play every other week, so if I do that, then Dave's gonna miss
I got the
2
nuts.
weeks in a row. You got it?
Yep.
Nice job.
Dive in.
Eat it.
Is it possible with what you need to do next week but skip the following week?
But that's what I was thinking. I was like, I might be able to do this today and next week, but then catch up on everything the week after next week. But in any case, my friends,
I mean, maybe you should just stop throwing so much shit at us. Then you wouldn't have so much shit planned.
Or a random custom
You
shit that
gotta-
doesn't want to work?
there's no way to account for everything, but with you guys, you have to account for a lot because you guys sidetrack a lot.
Sorry. My
And you
bad.
should see my other group.
But in any case,
3 days of shopping, by the way.
Oh.
With
Oh,
150 gold. We didn't have a lot of money.
you guys did too.
Are you all still on half the shit, or?
No.
Look, I haggled it down to free, okay? He also
No,
doesn't know
our
what's
first
missing,
day
but
of
we can't
shopping
go in
went
there.
by- our first day of shopping went by terribly because the DM was just like, if XYZ happens, then shit's gonna go down. And sure enough, fucking did. And yeah, it was just bad.
So
But
Lydia's walking on water. I'm using my new friend Quip as a laugh buoy, and
Yep.
I think everyone else is just swimming.
I'm staying on the boat. I refuse to leave.
Rude.
Quip will definitely make a couple of jokes on the way over to shore.
I'm gonna be playing 20 questions.
You know what?
With
Better
him.
idea.
Could you hear me tell bedtime stories? Could you taste the tea that I poured on your egg?
Really brings a new meaning to sink or swim, huh?
Oh, I want him to die.
You hear like the Piccolo Dragon Ball Z bridge laugh in the background as Chris says,
I'm sure Mirra loves it.
I'm gonna have LV cast fly on me so I can get across.
Okay, so Pedi easily gets across.
Hey,
Or I should
Mikey,
say, Lydia,
how much can you carry on your shoulders?
Not much.
not much at
But
all.
can you
So I should have
drag
said
a
on her
rope?
shoulders before she flies off.
Can you drag a rope and then just wee
I'm not strong.
pull? It's
Well,
in the
thing
water.
is
It doesn't
you
take
don't
much.
necessarily have to carry him. You can just drag him through the water.
Yeah.
Fuck that. Going.
Is this the lemon pie?
Jenny, I want one.
Sorry.
Ooh,
Jenny!
ooh.
Jenny, I want one.
How far
Jenny,
from shore are we, Josh?
Hmm?
how far from
How far
shore?
from shore are we?
Given your background, you have a pretty good idea of distance, especially in relation to ships. So I'd say you're pretty accurate if you give or take 350, 400 feet.
Can I get there in 10 minutes?
If you're flying, absolutely.
Strongest of swimmers. So we're going to
I don't want to
use
get my shit wet. And I have way
ingenuity.
too much stuff.
You have a bag of holding.
Yeah, but there's
That
other
could
things
also
that
get
are
wet.
not. That can
Josh.
also get wet, and I don't want to get it wet. But there's more just things that are not in my bag of holding.
If you pour water into a bag of
How
holding,
active is the sea life around us?
Like you,
are we going to be
In that
attacked by sea
area?
lions?
Yeah.
Now the thing is that to paint the picture, so you basically have the beach, but it quickly kind of goes upward into like a small cliff, maybe 10 feet, barely that. But it's just heavily sloped. It's not anything you can't just walk up if you did it safely. But then it immediately goes into like normal grassland. But off into the distance, you can definitely see a incredibly large forest with immensely tall trees.
Oh, jeez.
Like, it's super dense.
Is there by any chance
But,
any medium-sized sea critters?
That you can
I was
ride.
about
Around
to
the
say,
boat.
but to... give me a D100 really quick.
D100. Let's see. Click on. Oh, how do I do that?
Generally, it should be the D10.
Oh, there it is. I see it. I went right
the
over.
fourth one down.
Gingy,
roll
I
to
love
Dungeon Master.
you.
Oh, I didn't know I could
Gingy,
do
I
that.
love you. I love you. I miss your tail. It's a little worm, and I like.
I was about to say 800.
Well, I was already
Yeah,
going to
yeah.
say that this place isn't really known for its ocean life, nor its shore life. Excuse me. Yeah, there's like nothing swimming around you guys.
Well, there went whimsical plan A. Time for whimsical plan B. Once I figure that out.
But
'Cause I am not a good swimmer.
you know,
Neither am I. I learned to swim by rolling 2 natural 20s, so I can doggy paddle.
You know
now.
what? That'll probably teach you.
2 natural 20s at disadvantage.
At disadvantage.
Oh my god.
What would you roll for swimming?
It's
That's four
athletics.
natural 20s?
Athletics.
Or no, it's just
right.
one disadvantage roll.
Well, it's only disadvantage if your character has a flaw.
That was my
Or
flaw.
if you're wearing incredibly heavy
I'm a
armor.
cat.
I
I
can
don't
assume
do
that
water.
Crusix would not do well with water, considering.
Uh,
I don't know.
Hmm.
you know,
That's
as
up
long
to
as
you
I'm
if you
not
wanna-
under and drinking in the water, then yeah, I'm great.
I mean, that's up to you. But Otherwise, I don't know if
But-
Josh is having us roll for
Hi.
this.
Well, I got no spells to counter this, so
Sure,
Right,
I'll-
I'm saying Josh isn't having us roll for it, so unless you want to
No.
roll for it because of your character.
This is one of those things where basically, given enough, there's nothing stressed. There's no stressors. There's nothing chasing you, or
we don't have it. We don't have like any buoys or lifeboats attached to this vessel, do we?
Not yet.
Nope. Okay.
there's an incredibly long ladder / steps.
Well, since I'm used to being in the water, I reckon just going to give everyone a little bit of a salute and say, "I'll see you on shore, lads and lasses." And jump on.
You doing okay, Kachina?
Yeah, I had a bit of a migraine and trouble waking up, but I'm fine now.
Ugh.
You okay?
That suck.
Yeah.
I mean, don't feel like you have to force yourself, but I'm happy that you're
Yeah,
here.
if you need Paul
No,
to shut
I
up, just
wasn't
tell him.
intending to be here. It was just
I mean,
when
it's-
I could manage to get up.
Poor Paul.
You know what? It's okay. He's like wife number 2, so he's
Would
allowed
like
to sass.
I would like to do some mischievous shit. I'm gonna cast confusion on Mirra's mount.
Oh my.
No.
What's his name? I didn't get a final answer.
His name is Quip.
Oh, I forgot to.
Quit. Okay,
Quip.
I'm gonna cast
QUIP.
confusion. I guess it would also pertain to Mirra because it is a 10-foot cube.
What do I need to
Uh,
roll?
Well,
Oh, but I think you're actually good at this. I think you have a lot of wisdom.
Yeah.
Oh.
But there could
No,
always be a bad
so
roll.
like I said, based off, I'm making alterations, and I apologize if this frustrates some people.
No, you
But
good.
the reason I made this change is because it literally makes a lot of stats irrelevant. So anything that deals with your thought process, your ability to think, or your ability to remember, that is an intelligence saving throw. Wisdom is your ability to...
Scratch that. I'm not gonna do it. I forgot fly is a concentration spell, so she can.
Ah.
I'm going to cast confusion. Ah!
I'm confused.
I'm confused. No.
I'm the one that's confused.
No.
No, help me, no!
What?
Is your mic on, Breya? Are you okay? Breya,
But-
if you can hear us, we cannot hear you.
The top will come off by itself.
Did you get really quiet?
I have her at 200% volume and I cannot hear her, and the green light's not showing up around her box when she talks.
Who's talking?
There.
There we go.
I wasn't talking at all.
Oh, I
no.
was checking
Oh.
to make sure you could hear us and stuff.
Oh yeah, I can hear. I was just listening. Sorry
Oh.
about that.
No, you're
I
fine.
Okay.
was like, you can't be talking about me. I wasn't talking.
So hang on 1 second, everybody. So
That's a good
Lydia,
reason why she can't hear you.
Lydia,
Yes.
so you make a very casual, relaxed stroll straight to the beach, and you just walk off the water onto the sand. It's more like pummeled pebbles. Like it's not like that really fine grit. It's like a bunch of really, really tall, so really, really small rocks.
Mm-hmm.
Don't walk barefoot.
Find me some seashells!
What color?
All of
It's
them!
mostly shades of different, like dark and light grays, some white stripes.
I didn't find very many last time, so just see.
So I'm gonna fly as high as I can. Do I see anything from my height? I'll say I'm in like the middle of between the boat and the then land. So I'm like in the up high as I can
Okay.
within that time frame. I still want to make it to land in 10 minutes. So I want to see what I can see from up in the air before.
But given your vantage point, from what I said, there wasn't really much difference. The biggest notable thing I'd say from your vantage point is that you can see that further into the woods, there seems to be a lot of fog, I guess, going on.
Okay.
Ooh.
But it's mostly just a bunch of treetops and stuff, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's
and-
very, very dense. Like,
Okay.
once the
Um,
tree line starts, it gets pretty thick really
Okay.
quickly.
I'm gonna. Do I see anywhere that it like the treetops kind of die out, or is it just?
Nope, it is
okay.
literally almost like
Uh,
a sea of leaves. From
How
the-
about any mountain ranges that like where it would kind of end and
Way, way, way off in the distance. You're probably estimating miles upon miles.
Okay,
There
last
looks to
question.
be a mountain range.
When we were in Midway Burrows, then to Valona, which way did you say we traveled?
Northeast, but it's more east than north.
Okay.
If there was an in-between between northeast and east,
Okay.
that's where it'd
So
be.
while I'm up this high, I want to.
Northeast, east.
I would like to drop the focus on my pendant and just activate it again and see where the beam shoots off.
So there's a moment of pause, and then this bright blue light shoots off into the distance, and everybody sees this brilliant ray of light just take off over the treetops towards the mountain.
Hey, you guys, the
So
shooting
it-
star!
So it's in that direction. Like
Yeah.
rather, do I see the pot at the end of the rainbow? Is what I'm getting at.
To be
Or does it
perfectly-
see? Or
to
like,
be-
do I see that it just keeps going past that?
No, it looks like it's going into the mountain.
Okay, that's what I was going with.
Why aren't we flying to the mountains?
Do I hear this? I don't know. I'm up in the air.
I don't think you guys can hear each other from your
Yeah.
I know we can't land in the forest, but is there a reason that we decided to? Maybe we didn't
But,
know there was mountain. We'll
I
figure it
Well,
out.
you're planning
on land.
Forest.
get to shore with Lydia. I imagine that Yuelia finally comes down from her vantage point and joins up.
Yeah, I reapply the energy it needs to do its magic again.
Mage
So I
armor?
got that back up to the mage armor.
Okay. Crusix, you're swimming now? Or
Yeah.
we're swimming?
I'm swimming.
Okay, I will wait.
Drowning.
So, Breya, are you staying on the ship?
Okay, so have we arrived? I kind of got here late. I don't know what's going on.
Lydia
Yes.
parked the ship like 400 feet away from shore.
Okay.
And we swam.
Well, Mirra and her new little dragon swam. Lydia walked. Yuelia flew, and then Crusix swam.
Okay. I will ask my kitty friend if they would like to stay on the ship.
Do you think it'll be dangerous where you're going?
Very possibly.
I am not much of a fighter.
Okay, then I will leave you here on the ship.
I will guard it to the best of my ability, or at least prevent mice. I'm good at that.
Well, there are mice that you can eat, so
I would like to
mice on the ship.
retcon something at some point. If we had left people on the ship,
We did.
I would like to leave the sloth on the ship.
Okay.
Yep,
that's
there's
So I'm not flying around with this thing.
there's slow
fine.
step.
The sloth cape.
Ressa and the boys are on the ship.
so
Did-
I'm
Tuki is
uh,
also back on the ship.
Okay.
For those who don't know, Tuki's my my pet raven.
I haven't been able to play with him yet.
No,
Oh,
unfortunately, he's been hiding in a pocket of my jacket because it's been just miserable weather for the poor thing to fly in.
That's fair.
Normally, he's my eyes in the sky. Right now,
Oh.
they ain't a sky. So,
That means your friend could have a friend.
Here in this area is not really known for having a lot of rain, or at least not very often. So
also, I also let him behind because he's squishy. He's not exactly
unlike
beefy.
unlike other creatures,
I'm
that-
pretty sure that if someone sneezed near him, he would just expire. So
and
Yeah.
and then that's
it's
that.
best to just leave him
Eh,
back. Or he can't.
Elvie has the advantage of invisibility. So, yeah, I get that.
Then Elvie can freaking fight back now. My God,
I got her a real
But-
bow.
Miss Breya.
yeah, I'm gonna follow the group.
So when you jump into the water, it almost feels weightless.
That's concerning considering I have armor on.
But it isn't, because you feel this energy coming from your anchor, and you feel the urge to let it pull you.
Got magical water powers.
You got magical undertow.
Undertow makes it so that it's weightless.
You literally
Basically,
have an undertow
is
helping
weightless
you.
while she carries it, but underwater she gains a swimming speed equal to her movement speed.
Nice.
That's super badass.
So you just basically go, yeah, and
It's possessed. Kill it.
You guys see her splash around a bit and then look surprised, and then just zoom to the shore.
I cast a spell magic.
And she sticks to the
you just see the anchor just
It's
drag
halfway and then disappears.
Unless Breya died, and you will gain an eternal enemy of her brother, who would be.
He'll be sitting in the afterlife saying, "How'd you die? I was executed. How about you? Hit by a catapult. You? My asshole friend cast dispel magic on my coal anchor while I was underwater and I drowned."
And that's how I became a revenant.
Rip.
That's how a new villain was added to the villain list.
But Breya easily flies by Crusix using her anchor.
Crusix, grab her ankle.
I don't know if she's at the surface. Technically, she could be towards the bottom flying
She's
at that
actually
speed.
at the surface because she hadn't thought about that yet.
Okay.
Yeah, I hold out my hand as she goes by and holler, "Care to give me a lift?"
She'll grab his hand.
And you both just...
Just
Why was that so good?
Both of them eventually make it to the shore, and they just walk up. The couple of you are kind of dripping a lot.
I'm not thirsty no more, guys.
Mirra's kind of,
I stand there poking Dorval.
Dorval is not with you, neither is Aurora.
Uh-huh. Back to the old days.
I don't know who else has prestidigitation.
Do you really need it? Oh, what the hell?
I have
Wait, no,
fur and like I got a tail and
I
long
do
ass
not
hair.
know. I know card throw, light, and vicious.
All right,
mockery.
all right,
Is it,
all right.
Wait, is it a cantrip or a?
It is a cantrip.
I just
yeah,
like
no.
it because
got
I have
card
a
throw,
lot of
light, and
hair.
vicious
Okay,
mockery.
it's fine. I'll pull out my all-purpose tool
You
and
don't have to.
learn the cantrip, prestidigitation, and I will drop all that off of the 2
Everybody-
people that swam. 3 people.
Everybody that is wet is now dry.
Yay!
Well, I have this for 8 hours.
I mean, it's not a bad cantrip, even for
It is a
Ada
very
first.
good cantrip.
Is Dorval not with us?
Dorval and Aurora are not with you guys.
Okay,
Nor's
where
trying
are
to go
they?
through them
They
around.
are on the ship.
Okay.
Unless
Bards-
somebody
I do know
shows
it-
up and we have to
Bards
retcon
can
something.
learn it.
But
I do not want to move them at this moment without their being present.
That's totally fine.
that means we're about to die and he doesn't want to be held responsible.
I know that's what that means, but I wasn't gonna say anything.
So
Maybe
are
there's
we?
a rescue party.
Oh no, yeah, the rescue party. Are we like heading to the mountains? Are we just like looking around in the forest? Like, why didn't we just fly to the mountains?
Well, you all saw that big blue light, so I don't know if anybody wants to
Yeah.
ask on that, but otherwise.
I thought.
Yeah,
I thought you
I'm
went
gonna
over.
raise
it.
my hand and say, so, couldn't help to notice that you kind of sent a strange ball of light when you were way up there. What manner of spell was that?
It was from my necklace. I got it a while back from a merchant, and from all I know is it shoots out that light and it kind of points into that direction. There was a key inside and a compass, so essentially it leads to something more, but that's all we got. Aside from that, it does have a spell tied to it that just makes me more bulky or defensive, but other than that, I'm sure there's some magic or something else tied to this, and I want to find out what it is. Since
Very
it looks
nice.
like we're in that area, I'd like to stop by. But it could be super dangerous, so who knows?
Do we have any idea if Mr. Bellhaven is like in the forest or in the mountains?
We did
Why
not
don't we
get that
ask the orb
information.
what direction we should travel to find him?
Or do we ask where? Well, if we ask him where, where, hopefully it'll show up just like a map. I don't know.
But it could also just say next to Jacob's Creek, and we don't know where that is.
But it could also do the same thing as last time, where it's like that way. We already know which direction. It's straight inward.
So
We got that last time.
we know that the elves are in the tree. We know that
They
the
live in
dwarves are in the mountain.
trees.
Should we just... Who's underground?
Growl.
Wasn't there someone underground or
The
something
dwarves
underground?
live in the tree roots. Is that what you're talking
Oh,
about?
okay. The dwarves are in the tree roots,
I
like
thought
under
those were
the
gnomes.
forest. Okay.
Halflings live in little holes in the.
Well, why don't we
No,
ask
floor.
it where can we find him?
We could.
Guess so.
If you want.
Just let me know specifically what you want to ask it.
Breya, you're the best at words.
You are indeed the best at
You're
words.
the best at words.
Why don't we ask it what
You
his
English better than the rest of us.
Ask it
We
what?
should go
Coordinates?
by longitude and latitude.
I
Do we even have a
didn't
way to
get much
determine that?
schooling on that, I'm sorry.
Did we not bring a map?
I did buy a map. I gave it to Crusix because he's the navigator.
We should be able to follow the coordinates via the map, as long as someone knows how to read it.
Yeah, I can read latitude and longitude. As of pinpointing the exact location, I'm not sure the
Well-
limitations of how much data is on the map, but
Well, if we ask what the coordinates are, we should be able to get a general idea.
yeah, we
of
should be able to get at least a heading in which direction to start heading.
Well, we know which
Okay.
direction. We got that last time. It goes straight inwards. But we don't know how far.
Well, if we get coordinates, we would know how far.
And then we can go back to the ship and just fly it there because, like, this is, like, a lot of forest. And
Or we can just find if it's...
I don't.
It's the Alliance, right? They have to have like a main city or a main place that they work.
Do you think
Let's just
Okay.
find that.
do you think that they would have some kind of castle or some kind of fort or something?
Most likely.
So
I can do this. I pull out a piece of paper and cast origami in the shape of the samurai.
And it
Which
folds to
It-
make this little paper man, but seems to be in this
and
very
his sword
interesting
would
armor.
point to the nearest castle or fort.
It points directly towards the woods or the mountain. Well, it's in the direction you guys were going anyway.
Alright, let's go straight.
I'll try and grab it.
That way. So maybe we
It
take
cuts
a
you.
peek, and then if we're really unsure, we can go for the orb, like Bray had suggested.
Right,
Yeah.
marking the heading on the compass.
It-
Woo!
It tries to fight Mirra to the best of its ability before being captured.
I snap my fingers and turn it into a dog, and it'll bark at her.
you have created a monster.
Quit vlog!
Oh, and
Oh,
after
Dog
that,
barks.
it will unfold itself.
No, it's just paper.
It just died
Screaming
right
in
before
agony.
her eyes. In her
A
hands.
whale.
One of these days, you guys are going to traumatize Mirra.
I
Love
will
the
snap
sound
my
of
finger
Mirra
again,
wailing
and
into the woods.
I will turn it into a crane.
And the-
You guys, it's a
You
phoenix!
know what?
It
I
like-
heard him say cream. Like, you turn it into cream? What is that supposed to look
I needed some moisturizer.
like? Oh
Alright.
no!
Crusix, you're with me. Let's go.
Alright, let's do this. The
You guys are just
greatest
marching straight towards
adventure.
the woods.
Lydia, wait! I run, but then I remember that Quiff has little legs, so then I go and kind of like push him up the incline, and then
I think it's a good idea for Quip to come with us.
Oh, he's just a baby. I don't want to leave him on the ship.
And press the digitation, change
Well,
his
that's gonna
appearance
take
to
care of
others.
No.
What does it do? What does this mean?
There
It
will-
does
it
so
can do
many
a lot.
things.
Hang on,
Sick
It doesn't
I'll tell you right now.
Press the digitation. Instant harmless sensory effects. Instantly light out. Instantly clean. Chill, warm flavor. You can make color. Create a non-magical trinket or an illusionary image that can fit in your hand and that lasts an hour until the next turn.
Give him a tiny top hat.
Can you give him little baby wings? They won't like function, but they look so
I just wonder if
cute.
there's a way we could hide him and still have him with us.
A
'Cause
mustache.
I'm sure in a world that dragons don't exist in, I'm pretty sure a pink dragon walking around might draw attention and might end up drawing the wrong crowd.
Give him a mustache.
Crucifix is right.
Well, if we can find a way to disguise said dragon as to make it look like a horse or
don't
some other animal,
have-
then
Any spells that would
It'd probably be
disguise-
more accurate to call it a pony.
I don't have any other spells. Or I don't have a spell to
Mirra has paints.
do
I
any
do.
of that.
well,
We can make him, you want to be a lizard?
well, perhaps if there is a village in the direction that your very neat little samurai dog paper thing that you just had, if there really is a town or a keep there, some of us could go in and do some shopping, and maybe we can find a way to get some kind of an illusionary spell or something to disguise them. Plus, if we're, because I'm new to this land, I don't know about you all.
We haven't been here before. At least I haven't.
Do we
Read
know?
about it.
Do we know if there's any unfriendly cultures or civilizations from here?
If
that
I'm
we
not
know of?
mistaken, it's a lot of don't mess with them, they won't mess with you.
Okay.
But
Well,
that's
then
kind
as
of
long as
where
we're
that all it boils down to.
not stopping
There-
in the town, we should be okay for the most
There's
We can probably stop in a town, it's just don't make trouble and there won't be trouble.
part. Right.
in the modern era, there really isn't any. What's the word? Like, way back, according to history books, you know, goblins and kobolds and all these other like tribal, bandit-like creatures used to roam all over the place and terrorize people on the way to here and there. But that doesn't really exist anymore. Most of the gods that more or less drove them to act that way don't interact with mortals anymore, so they're free to be the same as everybody else. Generally, the only thing people really worry about on the way to and from anywhere is bandits of any shape or size and monsters that just appear.
How big is the dragon?
He's a baby.
I think it says wormlings are about the size of a large golden retriever, kind of.
Okay.
He's a baby.
I say probably the best bet is just kind of like have him be in the center around and have everyone else just kind of be around him and
So
try to.
I
keep him out of
refuse
spot.
to hide him away just because he's different. So
Okay,
that's
so
not
I
good.
actually
Well, I don't
I
want to hide
have-
him because he's different. I want to hide him because we don't want him to get hurt.
I
because
have a
he's different.
small I have a small temporary idea to this. Elvie can give polymorph.
Mm.
So if it becomes a problem, or if we're starting to see that people are looking, then we will just change his shape. Polymorph
You
isn't
can't
permanent.
polymorph dragons.
You can't polymorph dragons. I would know that.
We'll give him a
Dragons are
mustache
considered-
and no one will know.
That's
Dragons
not
are
okay.
considered safe.
Hi, I'm
there.
I am a giant
Can.
axolotl.
Yup.
Okay, we're just gonna have to figure
Definitely
it
not
out, I guess.
Mirra at all.
Hopefully we don't have to.
It was me, you guys. Could you tell?
So Josh, before we go marching into this forest,
Sure.
What do I know about the elves and their relationship with nature?
Hmm.
Don't chop down all the trees.
Because like if we go in there and like we see an animal and kill it, are we going to be like?
Now, I
murdered?
believe Yuelia would know a lot about this too. But I'm willing to believe that Lydia would know a good bit about this in her travels. But the elves are very. This hasn't changed for over thousands of years, and elves live for thousands of years. But basically, elves are very like. If you want to come in, it's by permission. What's the phrase? Let me think.
Fish are friends, not food.
That sounds right. But I like to eat fish.
Oh, yes. One bone broken for every twig snapped underfoot.
Got you.
How are we gonna make our way through a dense forest if we can't
Make
use
them
a
what?
giant-ass machete to chop down all the trees?
Did you want me to repeat the saying?
No, I got it.
No, we're good.
One bone broken. Okay. Oh, another thing, you guys. Before we head into the forest, if we do need a reason to be here, my teacher, Erdmar, actually lives here and is from here, so we can say we're visiting. I'm trying to get a hold of him.
Okay.
I'm also looking to repair Rough and Tough.
We can do that when we get inside, but
The
In the
dwarves
meantime-
would be able to help you repair it. The elves will be able to possibly restore the enchantment.
So I'm guessing you guys are just going deeper into the forest?
Yes.
keeping an eye out, looking
Keeping
up.
an eye out for anything fishy or.
The greatest adventure is that lies ahead. Today and tomorrow, if we have to be sad, the chances,
What's going
changes
on?
are yours to make.
Alright, can you guys see my screen?
Yep.
Yes.
No doubt
barely.
your life is in your hands.
Oh,
Very
this is
foggy.
sick.
I'm assuming that's what it's meant to be.
Yes.
Yes. It's very dense and very hard.
Yuelia
To
is
see.
not that tall.
Not that tall.
Yes.
Not that high off the ground.
No. Yuelia is not that tall.
Well, that's the model you're using.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying. She is not that tall. She is a lot shorter than that.
As you're making your way through, is there any particular order you guys walking in, or is it just whatever?
I
I'll
would
go
like to be
first.
one
I'll
of the
be in the
first
front.
ones because I can smell out stuff. Guy's here and he says
I'll be
it's
mid.
not
I'll be in the
fog.
mid.
Stuff.
Guy says the elves found some good weed. These are high elves.
Oh no.
Quit
Um,
gives a thumbs up.
I'll take the rear if somebody wants to come with me.
Since I'm good at
Yeah, sure.
perception, I'm
Why not?
definitely one of either first or second.
So Breya and Lydia.
Front.
I want to be like behind Mirra,
I want to be
like
next to
walking
Mirra.
up there with her. Yeah, like that.
We're a little closer, but just pretty much tailing them. Yeah.
Yeah,
Just-
like
yeah, that's the order that we're gonna go with.
So you guys travel maybe an hour, 2 hours worth, and it's starting to get really foggy, like incredibly foggy. There's sometimes where like you literally can't even see your hand in front of your face.
Guys, stay together. Everyone
Uh,
still here?
Yeah.
Did
Come on.
anyone bring their rope?
Yeah,
I left
I
all my
have
rope on
rope.
the ship.
I have mine here, and I will.
Okay,
Give it
so then
out
we
to
just each
Crusix.
take hold. So then,
Well, before that,
oh no,
Oh.
it's too late.
Mirra,
Rip.
Ah!
Yes.
little perk, so to speak. A really, really big, like, warning alarm kind of goes off in your head. generally this is the feeling that you get when, I guess, there's a lot of undead nearby. But, like, the warning that you got was almost like your head almost split in half by the amount of warning that it was trying to warn you for.
Okay.
Are you okay, Mirra?
Eh.
What's wrong?
Something that
Didn't
Bellhaven managed to teach you.
didn't they say the undead
Undead?
Isn't the undead thingy like on the other side of this?
From what's been told, you guys have basically
We already learned this, you guys. So just say
learned
yes.
that the dwarf home was taken over by the undead.
Right. I remember now.
Well, they're definitely here, and it hurts my brain meat. I don't like it.
They better be careful, or they're gonna be
Does
really
it
dead.
does it seem like it's a lot? A few? Can you see any?
No. It just hurts my head.
Could you?
And Breya
try?
guy said, "Do you need to build up the suspension first?" It's
No.
construction. You got to build it up.
Okay, then let's stay focused. I have this rope.
Do I smell anything?
Quip starts to speak up. I don't know, guys. If we're not careful, the consequences could be grave.
He's the first. He will be the first to die. I volunteer Quip as tribute.
Ow!
Tribute.
He's a baby. You leave him alone.
Exactly.
Everyone
The
just
sooner
died
the
to
better.
get me.
Exactly.
You're
Sooner the
so
better.
mean.
Okay. So are you sensing any near us, or?
I mean, kinda, but I don't know where, how many. But it's enough that it really hurts my head, and I don't like it.
I'm gonna pretend like I didn't see
Okay,
that.
how about this?
We didn't see
Elvie,
it.
I'm gonna
I'm
have her
trying
cast
to,
Detect
but-
Evil and Good.
I'm concerned.
LV, what's the range on that?
30 feet of her for 10 minutes.
Breya gives off an astounding aura of evil.
Bum, bum, bum.
Uh,
It's been a
Or an
facade
astounding
this
aura
entire
of good.
yeah, no, Breya.
I was about to say, there's a lot of indicators of good nearby. I think I need to make him a little bit bigger.
Crusix is absolutely evil, isn't he?
There.
Hell. you
I
caught
have
me.
an idea.
Oh,
Mirra has an idea.
before we left, could I have told Lux to just keep his wits about him around is his name Nathan? The one
Nikolai.
that-
Nikolai?
Nikolai. Just to keep his wits about him, because he was accused of being a very evil man.
Yeah, you can tell him, hey, keep your eyes out.
Yeah, I have an
Okay.
idea.
What's your idea?
You want me to do it?
Okay, well, I don't know. I mean, so, first I did that. Did anything happen with Detect Evil?
You do not detect any evil within 30 feet. But
Okay,
you do
that's
detect good within 30 feet.
Okay. Like, in our
Hello,
circle?
everybody. My name is
wait,
Mirra.
no,
We're
Mirra,
looking for
shh.
some help.
Oh, why do we let her leave?
You want to be my friend? I have
like,
cookies.
rush to Mirra and
Hello?
cover her mouth
Yep.
with her hand.
And as Breya's hands quickly go over.
So I quickly move my hand
you
down to the handle of my
just
whip.
said
What?
that there could be undead nearby, and now
Well-
you're screaming.
Well, but I don't smell any right here, and we don't
What?
like.
What did Bellhaven teach us when it comes
In regards to
investigating undead? We don't scream and make noise.
Well, but then if they come for this location, we just take a few steps to the left, and then we'll be good.
Well, not
What?
everyone is as quick on their toes, so let's be quiet
Oh.
and not scream.
Maybe right about at the end of Breya's sentence right now. Mirra, you start to hear the sound of shuffling, grinding, bones rattling. There's awful stenches.
I'm sorry, Breya. Maybe we should take like 50 steps to the left immediately.
Does that trigger
Breya
the...
begins to move.
Well,
Good.
Mirra, you're hearing it from the left.
Oh, to the right. I
and the
apologize.
right,
Oh, wait.
and the front.
Oh, wait. No.
He keeps moving on me.
Basically every direction but where you came from.
What about up?
I
So
don't
if we
think
put it
can
in
fly.
this regard,
Would you be surprised if yes, even up?
I said we'll use Ellie.
There in the air. You
It's
look up and there's
basically-
3 dead bodies
Mirra, you
just like
hear it
hovering.
coming from all this direction, all that direction.
What about up
Um,
in the trees though? Could we climb a tree?
You could.
Okay, Breya's gonna start
Do-
climbing a tree.
Does the
You're just climbing the one
detectable-
closest.
Yep, closest tree. Breya's going up.
Does the detect evil and good actually
I'm gonna cry. That's
like?
an
Is that
undead
going
int.
off now?
Not yet.
Nothing yet
and
within
Breya's
30
gonna
feet.
say, "Quip, come with me, quick. I'll get you up in this tree to be safe."
Are you just like wrapping your arm around?
Yeah, I put Quip on my back and I'm hauling ass up a tree. Undead can't climb.
Oh no!
He said it first.
I'm pretty
Famous
sure.
last
I'm
words.
pretty sure.
Now that you said it,
Have you ever seen that Doritos commercial where
Hey,
they get on the roof and the
I'm
zombies
just
came?
saying,
And then
Breya's
the
read a lot
zombies
of books.
inhaled helium to float up in the air to get them.
Breya's read a lot of books. She's never heard of undead that climb trees.
What's this one?
Over the tree.
Should we hide too?
But as you pick up Quip and carry him up and start making a roll, it's like, we don't need to be afraid. Our bite is much better than our bark.
Well, I'm afraid for you, so stay here. And then I'm gonna climb back down.
No, wait! Don't leave.
All right, guys, let's book it back to the
I'll
ship.
be right back. My supper's done. I'm just gonna go grab a plate.
okay.
Okay. So,
Okay.
is Breya staying in the tree or not staying in the tree?
She climbed back down.
Oh, okay.
All that work, you
Right.
put her up there.
She was trying to keep Quip in the tree for safety.
What do you guys think?
Quip is going in the tree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, we can always talk to them.
They're
Breya-
undead, Mirra.
As Breya is going down, though, you hear him say, "Don't leave me up here."
Oh, my baby!
I would be fine with leaving him here. Maybe a Crusix.
oh no! Don't leave me either.
Lydia, Breya,
Yes.
when she comes back, Crusix, Yuelia. It's starting to get audible enough that you guys are now starting to hear it as well. It still seems kind of far out, but it sounds like a lot of things moving. It's almost cacophonous how many sounds you're hearing at the same time from like every direction.
All right, guys, it might not be a good idea to make a stand.
Well, we can,
Okay. Should we just backtrack back out into the open and then see? Because fighting in the dark and fighting in this fog is a terrible idea.
well, because
They
we
can
can...
rely on their senses because that's what they're known.
I mean,
that's what they do.
I've never met a zombie. I'm pretty
You don't
sure...
want to.
Well, but,
I'll give a
like,
few.
what...
I'll give a few options real quick.
What if
Okay,
I
Mirra?
say hi and then...
Mirra. Zombies are not known for their friendliness.
Guys, they're
They
getting
have one
close.
function, and that is survive.
All right, look, we can either go back, haul tail, or we can hide and wait for this to pass.
Well, but can't they just stand below us forever if we get in the tree?
At least we'll know how many there are.
At least we'll know how many there are.
It's an idea.
I vote that we get up high. If they don't know exactly where we're at, we might be able to hide from them.
Okay.
All right.
I'm coming, Quip! And I'm gonna start climbing the tree.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, then let's try and hide.
Just so you
Anybody
know,
wanna
cats
give me
are
a
great
boost?
at getting up into trees, but not great at getting down from them.
Yeah, I'll
Any-
give you help. I'll give you a hand up.
So,
So, who's going into what trees?
everyone pick some trees.
I'm gonna go
Okay,
to the
bottom
tree
left.
on. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the one on the left as well.
Yeah, since I'm helping
Okay.
him, that's
So
where I'll
make
be
an
as well.
athletics check at advantage because Crusix is helping you. Normally there would be no check for this, but Yuelia is very small and these tree branches don't really start until like way high up.
I'm also not known for climbing trees.
That too.
Do librarians climb trees?
Sorry, you
We're
said
about to
like
find out.
acrobatics or athletics?
Athletics.
Mikey,
Athletics.
does
Yeah,
that
that
mean
makes a
you're
lot of sense.
secretly a zombie?
Probably. Ooh, that's a 4. Oh wait, no. You said advantage. That's
Correct.
still an 11.
That's
Okay.
better than a 4.
You make it up the tree. It's not as easy as you would hope. And then Crusix, I'm assuming you're following her after you.
Yep, I'm going right
I
behind.
should not have wasted fly.
Is everyone staying in the trees?
I suppose.
gonna-
They're getting closer,
Okay.
so I guess we're getting back
The
up
idea
in the
is
trees.
we're gonna see if we can hear them or see them shuffle by, see what numbers we're dealing with, and go from there. But
Okay.
Pick a tree.
if we just stay quiet,
I'm
I
up with
think we'll be
Quip.
okay.
I'm going to
Then we
go
would be in the same tree.
to the left.
You said you climbed out
the
of the
left
tree before you left.
Yeah,
next
but
to
if
the
I
one
saw
everyone
you
is.
guys climbing up, I would climb back up.
Oh, wait a second. What was that?
It
Lydia?
gets, her feet gets on the ground. It's like, I'm just
The tree to the left of where Yuelia and Crusix are.
You're going to this one?
Aye.
Or this one right here?
Oh, that tiny one.
I'm assuming it's
just
this one.
standing in the bush. That's only knee high.
I'm
They'll
just
never
standing
see
in the
me.
bush. I'm a bush.
Now, for the sake of everything, I'm just going to narrate.
Okay.
But 2
We're gonna
minutes
be
pass.
very quiet.
2 minutes pass. Everybody make a stealth check at advantage +5 if you're being absolutely still.
Well, yeah, I am.
Or at least
Okay,
trying
so
to
if
be
I have
absolutely
disadvantage on stealth, it's just normal, right?
Yes, that's correct.
No +5.
+5.
I got
You still
9.
get +5.
25.
Oh, okay, I got 14.
I got 29.
Oh wait,
17.
with advantage, my bad.
I need at least 3 of you
Oh,
to pass.
26.
I have a 19.
17.
Alright, 3 of you have passed. So, about 2 minutes pass, 5 minutes pass. You guys are being completely quiet, but then, in probably most of you's absolute horror, you just see uncountable amounts of skeletons and corpses and all sorts of in between just start walking past you guys like it's easily over 200, maybe more than that.
Has the detect evil and good worn off at this point, or?
Nope, and it's going crazy.
I'm holding my nose closed because it's probably absolutely awful.
Just going to watch in abject horror.
It's next to me.
Say what?
Next to me, Crusix.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna whisper super quietly. I hope they don't go towards the ship.
Well, in your estimation, that's exactly where they're going. Or at least that's the direction I'm walking in.
Maybe that us being that far in the water was a good idea.
Do you think
Lydia's
we
pretty
try
smart.
to create a noise to try to get them going in another direction?
Prestidigitation can do that.
So can Mirra, apparently.
Sorry.
Yeah, see if you can make some kind of noise in the opposite direction.
Of the
Just for
ship.
the record, there's no part of the ground that you guys can see that isn't taken up by some sort of body of some kind.
Make one of the skeletons make the noise.
The whole army.
Yeah, no, we'll just wait.
Are you just guys gonna just wait it out?
Okay.
10 minutes pass
Yep.
by. 30 minutes pass by.
How clear are the zombies to us? Like, can we make out, like, what shape they are, by any chance? Like, if they're humanoid, dwarves, elves, maybe, or... Like, are they just, like, skeletons in general, or do they have, like, rotted flesh in some bits, like mummies and shit?
However much you can see, this is about what you can make out.
So we're not 100% sure what race these bodies could be of.
For the ones that are tall enough, you know, you can see Goliaths, bugbears, furbolgs.
There's only 2 of them, guys. Get him.
So they're
But-
they're mostly monstrous humanoids?
Well,
For the
for
taller
the
ones.
really
want that
taller
tall.
ones, the features are a little bit more apparent.
Okay.
But for the shorter ones, especially what you might figure are gnomes or halflings, they're more buried in the mist that makes them harder to see.
Right.
But there's definitely humans in there. But it seems to be all sorts of races of all different kinds.
Okay. So it's a bit of a hodgepodge of...
Correct.
I'm staying very quiet.
But you guys wait upwards to an hour. Excuse me. And it seems like they've stopped moving. That they're just standing in place now.
Beneath
Oh
us?
my.
They're,
What was that, Kachina?
yes,
They're
the-
beneath us, though, standing? Like, they're still underneath us.
Yeah, they're just
Okay.
standing there, staring off into nothing.
Are they all facing the same direction, or are they just kind of like random idle?
what if you
They're all
have
facing
LV?
towards your ship.
What if you have LV fly like in a direction that we don't want to go, and make noise so they follow that direction?
I can do something better.
Oh no.
Oh, they can climb!
Zombies can't climb!
Breya, you were wrong. You were so wrong.
Wait, what if it's a zombie orangutan?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Oh no, he
Zombie
jumped.
chimps would be terrifying.
Right?
Zombie gorillas. But
Just
Oh
wait, that's
my
going to be the
God.
next damn zombie movie. It's going to be a zombie zoo.
There
They,
is.
they already have
They
that.
already have a
They-
zombie
Do
zoo.
they?
Yeah.
I'm not surprised.
There's also zombievers. Zombievers.
I'm pretty sure that there may be a couple down there.
Eh.
But once they kind of shuffled in for about 10-15 minutes, they all just came to a complete stop and just are staring towards the direction of the ship.
You don't think that they can get over there?
I don't know if zombies can swim.
Elvie, can you take a look over there? Just be very quiet.
Oh no.
And just see what they're doing.
Here's a question. Would they pay us any attention?
We don't know. So I'm gonna have Elvie head back towards the ship and see if any of them are trying to get over to the ship or.
I
Oh wait,
think
no.
they were
This
just
took
coming-
about an hour or two, didn't it,
Yeah.
to get here?
Well, no, it took like 10-15 minutes for them to get to us, and 15
we've been up here before
minutes.
an hour.
But we were walking for about an hour.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I think Josh said we walked for about 2 hours. I think we were about 2 hours in.
Yeah. Okay.
I
never
think
mind.
they just
That's way
came
too
over
far.
here because this is where the noise was that someone made, not me, of course. But
Someone made, not me.
I would never do that.
We can't go anywhere unless we want to fucking die.
Hey,
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. I can't just cast magic. Magic will create a magic circle. They will see the light.
Breya, your heart kind of drops as you notice a creature within the mob that is a little bit more difficult to deal with. As it kind of snarls and moves around sniffing. It is a ghoul.
Fuck. Mirra, you hear Breya very softly curse.
This gives me the concerns.
There's a ghoul.
Mirra should recognize it too, but I don't know if she's paying attention.
I'm just trying not to smell them.
That you can smell it,
okay.
Mirra.
How close is the tree next to me?
Please don't. Yeah, don't.
Please, the first thing anybody says, please don't.
Okay.
No, not that one. The other way.
Steeple branches is probably about 10 feet. 12 feet, yeah. Well, let me
Okay.
do it from the correct.
Josh, is
Yeah, I'll say
there?
about 8 feet.
Josh. You go first, Paul.
What kind of trees are we in? Are they alive? Or are we like in a bunch of like dead trees or?
Oh, I was.
To follow up on that question, is there
All
any
of a
sap?
sudden, the trees reach up and grab Paul.
Guys,
Uh,
I think
tree-
something might be wrong.
the trees are living, but they're if you were to compare them to real life trees, they're like maple, I guess.
Okay, here's my question. Is there any noticeable sap on the trees?
No, not at least not in this kind of visibility.
Damn it.
That went that way.
I still say we just have LV fly somewhere else and make a noise, and then they'll go that way.
But you wanted LV to go all the way back to the ship and look, right?
That's like 2 hours out, so no.
We
Okay.
need to bring the ship to us. We can't go anywhere.
Josh, is there any birds or anything in the trees?
Nope.
Oh, well.
Now that you think about it, you found it very odd that the forest was completely silent with no signs of any living critters or anything whatsoever. Like, in hindsight, that was a huge red flag.
Okay. What's the flying thing with us?
Fairy.
Elvie, she's a fairy.
Elvie. She speaks, doesn't she?
She does.
Okay, so we wonder if we should send her back and have them fly the ship to us, cause we may be
The
trapped
only one who
here.
can.
Thing is,
Ray, you're watching
Why
the
does
thing
Lydia-
get closer. It kind of disappears into the crowd, though.
Do I see this?
Can
I
they?
think Yuelia would recognize that too.
Well, I was gonna ask, can Yuelia and Crusix see us okay?
Yeah, you guys can. You guys are above the fog, so you guys
I'm
can
gonna
see each
just
other.
kind of wave my arm and point down to get Yuelia's attention. So Yuelia might spot it too.
But upon seeing it, I think Yuelia would very much recognize what it is.
Can you give me a range of 10 feet, please? 10 by 10. Like a.
You want to
cube
know
of
what's
10.
around you in 10 feet?
No, I just want to see.
He wants
I'm sorry,
to
it's
see
a
it.
circle. I want to see a circle
Yeah.
of 10 feet. Not of me, just give me a circle of 10 feet.
Can I move this?
I think he's wanting to see like the size of what it would be.
Yep.
Yeah.
I want to know what 10 feet would do. That's it? Fuck.
That's it.
Do you
That's
have
10
any
feet.
like illusion-based spells to throw sound?
I do.
Can no.
Now,
is-
just for the record, you do see undead in there with all sorts of weapons and stuff, and there are some of them that have bows.
Yeah, that's
Just
what I
to
was
make
thinking.
that apparent.
And my thought is, using magic creates magic circles, which is a bright light. They're gonna see it.
Oh yeah.
Although magic circles don't create like light to light up, they are very apparent.
So if
Can we
anything,
hop across the
Why
tree?
don't we? I'm not sure if no one can. Can you hear me?
You guys should probably whisper.
Okay. So why is no one responding to my thing that I've said like 3 times about sending LV to fly in a different direction and make noise?
I can do that. I can do that.
Okay.
I was just weighing our options, but
Okay.
it doesn't look like.
I thought no one heard
Yeah,
me because I'm like, no one said anything to that.
What are you guys gonna do?
I'll take a rock out of my pocket and toss it behind me and to the right.
A rat?
Right.
You
Right.
take the rock and toss it behind you to the right.
Yep.
Nothing happens.
They don't follow that sound? Huh.
Okay, hang on. Oh no, nope. Still magic circle. Okay, so she's just going to fly off somewhere. Let's say behind us, like behind where they came from.
Okay. She's invisible right now, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
And then just go to, yeah, that tree there that you're coming to, and just do her best to like shake a tree branch or something and see if she can make a lot of noise out of it.
They don't budge.
Let's
Breya?
see. She has...
I'm gonna grab her wooden idol that she carved and very quietly say, if there are any elves watching this and have a secret path out of here, I'd really love to be out of here.
Well, you just told the ghoul where we are, so rip.
I whispered.
Rip.
Mirra, you can't be saying anything.
Sorry. Okay,
Elfie's going to
all
use
of
her
my
druid-
ideas include trying to ask for help or making friends, so like...
LV is going to cast Druidcraft to like light up a candle or like a campfire type thing in the area.
Okay.
If Breya was evil, she would shove you out of the tree.
Love you, Breya.
And then see if they get anything out of that. Nothing? Does it look like they're even turning around?
Nope.
I'm going to try to stealthily move to the next tree. If I need to use acrobatics and stealth.
This would be acrobatics.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep your stealth roll for right now.
Alright.
Didn't you roll like a 27 or some shit?
29.
Oh, yes, excuse me.
And that's a
You
26
need
acrobatics.
Gracefully, like a cat,
Yeah.
right into the next tree without. You basically, there was like a little sway of the branches from your weight, and that's it.
So maybe they only respond to like...
Lilith, you spot something when you move to that tree branch.
They're climbing the trees!
It's the trees, man. They're eating people.
And next it'll eat me! Oh my god! Oh god, I'm old.
No, wait. But you see a cloaked individual looking around slowly.
Ask him for help.
When you see it turn in your direction, like where you could see, you see that half of his face is missing and just bone.
Ask for help. That's
Definitely
what Mirra would do.
Definitely don't ask for
Excuse
help.
me, sir?
Definitely don't tell 'em.
Breya's good nature is being
Sir.
seriously challenged right now.
Trying to see if I
Pardon me,
can
sir?
jump him. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Kind of assassinate him from behind.
Lydia's too far for us to hear, right? Or for her to hear us.
That's sad.
I can hear everything you say, though, Lydia. Remember that.
I don't have a returning dagger.
Oh.
Why don't we ask the orb how we get past these undead safely?
Because
it's loud.
A lot of noise.
Oh, it's loud? Okay.
It is a talking orb.
I always thought it was kind of like something you could
If
hear in your head.
If I look around,
Do not insult
is
the
he the only one I
obnoxious.
see?
It's also a blindingly bright, brilliant
A lot
light
of
that
them are in the
emerges.
fog, but that seems to be the only one dressed like that you see.
Ask him
Alright.
for help.
Breya?
He's
What-
not be a
I'm
friend.
gonna. Can I wave
Yep.
over to Lydia?
Breya,
That
Lydia,
wolf getting closer.
you're starting to hear a lot of.
I want to, as quickly as I can,
They're brushing
get
their
to
teeth.
the ground behind the tree. Is it still filled with undead behind there too, or is it only in that?
I haven't. I wanted to give you guys a visual sort
Yeah,
of,
yeah.
but it is
everywhere.
This whole thing is filled with undead.
Okay.
Oh
I'm
my.
gonna
Mirra.
keep
Yeah?
waving over to Lydia to see if they.
I just
can see
want to
me.
roleplay something because you've seen this look in her eyes
Let's see.
before. Breya has a look in her eyes that's very reminiscent of the look she had in her eyes when that undead was in that cave, and she was contemplating sacrificing herself so the group could survive. From that judgment, you could probably guess that Breya's contemplating jumping down there and causing a distraction.
I look to my
I
group.
really want to try and get that guy's attention and ask him for help.
I have an idea.
Okay.
Do I spot that other person or like that humanoid
As it
figure?
currently stands, no one else has noticed.
I'm going
Okay.
to.
Yeah, he's behind
I
a bush
got
for
you
now.
guys. I got this. Hand puppets ready.
Okay.
Oh, he's fucking moving.
Well,
I
I'm
look
trying
to
to.
Breya and I'm like,
He's
Yeah.
kind of in a position where neither of these two can see them.
Got you. I'm gonna like wave them down and try my best to like charades, magician or like
Oh, I gotta
staff.
see this.
I wish I had a
"No,
camera.
Stop.
Oh, never
come
mind.
back."
I forgot that you're not. I was like, I gotta see this.
Okay.
Yeah,
I will
exactly.
try and figure out what he.
You want a
means by that.
performance check? You want-
I actually, when you do stuff like that, that would be a performance check.
Okay. I'll do a performance check. That's a 15.
I'd imagine that they have a pretty good idea of what you're trying to. Basically, it looks like pointy hat
Can
down.
I like? Can
There's
I
a
like?
man with very tall hair.
Can I like inch forward a little bit and kind of like angle myself to see if I can see them very quietly? Didn't roll very well on my stealth, so if you want me to stealth again or roll
Well, yeah. What was your roll? It was a.
19.
19's okay.
So there.
So
Oh
let's
no,
see.
I lied. It was a 14 plus 5 plus 2. It was actually a 21 then.
Yeah,
Oh no.
but Yuelia, you hear as you're moving to lean in, you hear the branch.
Do I have time to react?
Make a dexterity saving throw for me.
18.
You manage to back off just enough time, and the branch kind of cracks and sways. And it's just hanging there, but none of the undead seem to be moving. But you did catch a glimpse of the figure that Lydia was trying to point out when you did that.
My
I'm
plan
gonna
is to jump
try-
into the next tree, whisper, "Hello, is there anyone that can help?" and see if either they react to that and then run away screaming, and then find
No,
you guys
I'm gonna
later by
wave-
smell.
I'm
I'm
about to
gonna
just try
wave-
to kill this wizard.
I'm gonna wave Lydia over real quick
Oh.
to get within.
Yeah,
Are you
but now
heading
she has
over?
to come all the way back.
No, I got this.
I'm not going to her. I don't have acrobatics to be jumping trees.
I'm just like pointing to the tree. I just
Mikey.
I'm like.
We could Aragon Gimli this, and I could throw you.
I'm not
I'm
about
coming
to
over. I'm
start
coming over.
jumping
I'm coming
trees
over.
to try and
Hold on, I'm
catch
coming over.
So
Yeah,
I'm
that's
gonna let you
26.
keep your
I'll be
But
lucky.
just
acrobatics.
for
with that.
perspective, my strength is an 11, so
I'm
I'm
gonna-
sure that nothing will go wrong with that.
I have an 8.
I'm going to let you keep your 26 as you make your way, but
Okay.
the dilemma comes with this part.
The gap.
No, you don't have to jump there. You can just stay there. If she can,
Yeah, that's
if she can hear me whisper from there, then that's what I'm gonna go.
yeah. You guys
Okay.
can hear each other in a
Okay.
whisper.
So you saw something over there. I can help you if you're going to go and strike at it. I can cast something to help to give
What
you
do
back.
you ask?
So
What do
it
you have?
might get everything else, but if it's what I think it is, that might be the one in control of everything here. If we can take that one out, it can take everything else with it, so I can help you. But you need
Let's
to wait for me,
It works. Okay.
okay?
Since I'm close enough, do I hear this?
Now,
right next to me.
Yuelia, being the intelligent person that she is, knows that a necromancer could control a lot of undead, but it would be difficult to imagine something is that person being that powerful to control this much undead.
Right.
Like, this is like the size of an army sitting on top of you guys.
So, I think if you're gonna do it, I can help you.
Okay.
Something needs to happen. Okay.
Okay?
I still say I ask the guy for help. So if you're not gonna do anything soon, I'm gonna ask the guy
Josh,
for
you
help.
said he can hear us
I'd
whispering,
rather you
correct?
don't ask a necromancer for help.
That is very stereotypical. Like,
Yeah, you know, that's fair on
rude.
that end. I will accept
know-
Breya's
that.
hand is seriously twitching. She's feeling pretty evil right now.
Alright.
So who's doing what?
I would like to try and jump to that next tree next to us, so I'm not right next to Breya.
Back or forward?
Forward.
Breya ain't jumping anywhere. Breya's fucking stealth was only 14.
Can you give me an acrobatics check?
Yes, sir, I certainly can. My acrobatic hussa. Ooh, that was a 22.
Fantastic. There's some ruffling and leaves and branches waving, but you make it unharmed. You see the ghoul just kind of snap, though. It doesn't look. It looks in that direction, but it's not looking at you or anything.
I look to Breya, and then I glance at Quip, and then back to Breya, and then I look out. Excuse me, can someone help?
Oh my god.
You guys weren't doing shit.
We're about to.
All the undead turn, and you hear the ghoul.
Son of a bitch.
Hi,
Josh, did you say
Hi,
that?
can we get a little help,
Hey,
please?
Breya's jumping to the ground and axing that ghoul.
I was gonna
Fuck
talk to it first.
No, fuck it.
As you leap and land on the ground with a giant thud and your anchor at the ready, the ghoul turns and is like, go ahead and make an attack roll.
Oh wait, that's the wrong. Oh wait, it's still +7. Doesn't matter. 23.
That hits.
I was gonna say.
Remember that your anchor's a 2d12.
Yeah, I'm rolling an extra d12.
I'll figure it out eventually.
13 plus 4. That is.
How much HP do ghouls even have?
17.
Hang on.
20 something probably.
And
Alexa,
you also get to
how
attack
much
what
hit
you're
points
level
does a
5.
ghoul have?
Oh, I can attack again?
Yeah, they're level 5. You get 2 attacks.
I'm doing it
Alexa.
again.
Stop.
Please
That's
try.
a 25.
That looked like
Damn,
a
that was
goal.
hoping you crit. That also hits.
Okay, so maybe the ghoul.
God
the
damn.
ghouls aren't nice, but like.
Oh, I know
Okay,
how to change it. I
23
can.
damage on top of the. I think I said
It
17.
was dead with the first 3 points of the second hit.
Okay, get back up in your tree.
But you basically jump down and land with the anchor ready, and it goes, and it's like, wham! And you just see it kind of crumple to the ground, and as it goes to pick itself back up, you just golf swing, and it just tumbles and becomes motionless.
I want to take a look at everything else around the area. Are they looking at Breya?
Oh yeah, and they're also moving towards Breya. Just this gigantic
Okay.
mob.
I'm gonna use Bardic Inspiration
rage?
on what's his name in the tree that's from us because I know that he's gonna go Assassin's Creed, whatever that is over there.
Okay, I will allow one, like, Breya did hers because she jumped down and attacked. I'll allow everybody else to do like a surprise round.
Okay.
That's true.
I would like to also rage before I end my turn.
Sure.
Just after I kill it, just go like, okay, focus time.
Since
There
they're
are
all
like
walking
500. We're
Ah,
not gonna fight
I
through this.
stubbed my toe.
Hang on,
Well,
one at a time, guys.
Someone had to talk to them.
We're all screaming.
So, Breya raged. Who's next?
Go ahead, Lydia.
Crusix wanted to give me a bardic inspiration.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm gonna use Bardic Inspiration on Lydia.
All right.
Now, is that singing, playing, you're doing something loud, correct?
Absolutely.
I mean, after she jumped down, well, he's still within the range that I could whisper, yeah?
Yeah, you could.
So, I mean, would it count, like, as long as he can technically hear me, would I be able to, like,
Correct.
hum
Basically,
something?
what I'm getting at is Lydia has to hear you.
Okay, then yeah, if it's just for him, then I'm just going to kind of whisper a quick little ballad and give him a
Her.
Bardic Inspiration.
Her.
And it's her. Listen,
You could.
I hear a guy talking.
I'm sorry, it's ma'am.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You can do it. I believe.
Roll a D8.
So it's a D8
Do
It's
I
a
roll it
D8.
or do they roll it?
They roll a d8 when they use it.
when they use it.
Ah, okay.
So I am
So
going
they
to
just have it.
take
Gotcha.
Shadowthorn, and I want to try to Assassin's Creed that Necromancer guy if I can.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's in range if you use your bonus action to dash.
I'll use my bonus action to dash.
It's probably less movement than that because of the weird angle I did it.
Mhm.
Let's try this way. Yeah, that's
Yeah, still. Alright. Flying out of the trees, arms spread.
so this is at advantage
Alright.
because they didn't see you coming.
Oh, please, Lord. Everything. Please. Okay. Come on.
And not the stinky.
Okay. 21.
21 does hit.
Alright, and it's sneak attack.
Sneak attack.
Where'd you get those cool looking dice?
Mirra.
I
Oh.
don't remember.
It's sneak
Galaxy.
attack, and I get another D6
Oh,
because it's
The dagger.
Edoian, because of the dagger. Right? It's dark. Dim
Yeah,
light or darker?
This is about as close to dim light as complete darkness could be.
Do you want me to roll the necrotic damage separate or together?
Together.
Okay. So that's 1 from the necrotic, 3 from that, and so that's 7d6 on top of this.
Whew.
So we got
Wipe them
Dude.
out.
d4, 7. Come on. 34 plus 6, so 40 points of damage.
So, how did you want this guy to cease being?
Just Shadowthorn straight to the head and into the ground.
So I just imagine with a quick dash, and as you come out of this tree, you just land right on top of it, and you take his, like, you palm the side of his head, and just Shadowthorn downwards the other way. So just, and then you just kind of slowly lay him down.
There you go.
You slowly lay him down. And you're like,
Shh. Alright.
it doesn't seem like the undead noticed what you did.
Oh,
Are
thank
they still
God.
around then, I guess?
They're everywhere,
the
and there are
undead?
500 of them.
Yeah.
Basically, Lydia's lucky that there's no undead where she's standing.
Okay,
But
so
there is
there's, in
literally
other words, so
undead
the
There's, like,
necromancer
everywhere.
wasn't controlling them, from what...
But Lydia, you can definitely hear undead directly around you, just not on that spot.
Okay. Then I'm going to create a... Are they all closing in on Breya?
Correct.
Then I'm going to pull my spell of Shatter out, or my spell scroll of Shatter out of my bag and cast Shatter around Breya, but not to hit Breya.
Shatter is level 2? Tier 2?
Shatter is a level 2 spell.
Yeah, tier 2 spell, so you don't need any check to cast it. So you unfurl the scroll, all the words start to light up, and where are you launching it at?
It's a 10 range, 60 feet. It's a 60-foot range, 10-foot radius. Anything that is close, so pretty much towards Breya, but not at Breya.
60.
So, it's a 60-foot range. So
Right.
that's how
But a
far I can
10-foot
cast
sphere.
it. So I will want to move up, obviously. But it doesn't matter. I just want to go towards where Breya is, and then the range is 60 feet, but the radius of it is only 10 feet.
Here, let me run to the bathroom.
Right.
Be back.
So
This
with
is how
that,
far you can cast.
yeah, that's how far I cast it. Only 10 feet. Anything will have to do a con save.
So where are you casting it inside of this giant sphere?
Where Breya is, but not encompassing Breya.
So, like in front of her, to the
In
right of
front of-
her?
Wherever it would look like the most of them are.
They're
Does that make
everywhere.
sense?
Yeah,
I know, but
In the forest.
that's fair.
I mean,
By the
that's what you
trees.
got.
yeah, no, that's fine. If it looks like there's more on that side, but there's
It would
more on
probably
the
be
outside,
the majority of them would probably be here.
that's what I okay, then yeah, that's what I would be
And-
going for.
Just based off the scenario, I'm gonna go ahead and say they all fail.
Okay.
And you just ear-piercing, just vibrating noise just goes throughout the entire area where you're at.
And
And you just see the skeletons just like vibrate to pieces, and the zombies just shake into pieces. Like they just all vibrate and fall over right on the spot.
did you want to damage?
Nope, they die.
Okay.
But it just a huge, probably like 30 of them just go down in little bits and pieces. Where you just see like a bunch of undead explode to your left.
Okay, because she's in extreme focus, she's like, okay, that's 30 less I have to kill.
So that was everybody?
I haven't done
think
anything.
But Mirra?
Is-
Yeah, Mirra.
You want to do something?
Well, I think Breya's being stupid right now because there's 500 of them.
You can
Well,
climb back up
it's
now.
not stupid because that's Breya's character. If
Uh,
she feels like that's the way to address the issue, and I don't think it has anything to do with Kachina. I think Breya would do that too. Was it the wisest of decisions? Maybe not. But I think it's fair that just like Mirra would talk, Breya would jump down and try to
I
save
was
her.
say, was it much better to ask a necromancer for help?
He could have helped. We don't know. We'll never know now because he's dead. Rip.
What necromancer?
Yeah.
What?
What
Yeah, what
necromancer?
necromancer?
That fucker exploded.
So right behind my tree, is there like room for me to climb down and not be on top of zombies?
There is an undead directly between the two trees.
Well, this is all full. Like the only spot that really didn't have any
Was
that
over
much
there.
was where Lydia was
Okay.
at. But there is
Um,
still a little bit south of Lydia and a little bit north of Lydia. I just didn't put pieces.
There's a spot where 30 of them were.
Any chance that can breathe
I was
fire?
gonna say, there's this nice little place right here.
I can breathe
well,
fire.
my thought, yes. Yes, you can.
I
My
can
thought
breathe
was,
fire.
if they only, so far, they only
We're in a forest.
react to people talking, except for the ghouls. So if we just get down and be quiet, we can walk through them and only have to kill the ones that try.
Start acting like zombies.
Yeah. So I want to try and get down and take Quip with me, and or no, I'll keep.
Are you gonna jump back to the other tree to get Quip?
I'm gonna keep him up there while I try this experiment. Since
Okay.
Breya's below me and there are like no zombies sort of next to that tree under Quip, I want to climb down and then just look around and try and like walk left and right and like see if they see like react to movement.
Currently, they seem to be going. Just this massive blob seems to be going right to you, Blair. As you're clawing down, there's even stuff from this way coming towards you guys.
Okay, can I do half my movement sort of towards a zombie? And sort of just step to the side of him and see if he follows me, if I'm not saying anything? Or if he's still going towards Breya.
Let's do this. For the sake of...
Like, can I sidestep him okay?
But as these undead are coming towards you, there's one that's coming directly at you and reaching out for you.
Can I
And
sidestep?
as you try to move away, it starts to just follow its hand towards you.
Well, I take whatever, what do I have, my sword and just like use it to keep him at a distance, and I'm gonna go back up the tree.
You just want to hit him and then go back up the tree?
Well, I'm using it. I wish I had the bonk stick because I just wanted to use it to push him to like keep him back, like using a stick to like.
You just go right into it.
Just keep him away.
But I mean, if you want to
keep
keep him
off
at
my
bay
back.
and then go back up the tree, you can.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Are you going
so-
all the way back up the tree?
Yes,
I don't
please.
know if Mirra heard though, but I do have a javelin strapped to my back if you want to grab that.
I just wanted to push him away so I had enough time to get back up the tree.
Yeah,
Okay.
your weapon that you use can push him back. Don't you
Okay,
dare
so they
go to
can
the
see
abyss, Mirra.
us. They can see us and they can react to us. So it's not just sound.
Is that all you want? Free round?
Yeah, I have absolutely no idea, so I'm out.
Oh god.
I think that was 4-1.
Oh my.
Holy shit.
Uh,
How's it feel to be me?
Breya, what's your AC again?
18.
So that's +4. Where's my roll history? There we go. So 19, so 2 arrows hit you from the archers, but that's only going to be half damage.
She narrows her eyes at them.
How dare you shoot me with arrows? So you take 11 minus half 5 points of piercing damage.
Okey-dokey.
A bunch of arrows go flying past you, man. Kind of duck and use your anchor as a guard. But as you go to block one hits you in the side, and as you flinch, another one hits you in the shoulder.
Can I say her immediate response is to break the shafts?
Yeah, you can break
Yeah.
just like.
Yeah.
Crazy
All right.
badass.
Roll initiative, everybody.
Yay! Combat.
Speedy.
About 15.
Players versus the mob.
Oof, I rolled
Players
awful.
versus zombies.
I got a 17.
5.
The mob.
The mob.
The mob.
I got a 9,
Look, there it is.
and Elfie has a
I rolled an 8.
Ooh.
These dice do not like me.
LV rolled a 19. At least I think it's a 19. I'd have to look at her chart, or at least all the things properly, but
We're gonna replace those dice.
her
with
chart
other
needs
dice.
updated.
I don't know how to do that, so I'm not going.
Do you think
win
fire
this time.
damage would be the most destructive to zombies?
Well, radiant, but fire usually works too.
They
Is
don't
that
Breya
have
would
very
want
much
that
AC.
radiant.
ice, fire, lightning? How is this one
Out of all of them,
poison?
probably
Or
fire.
acid?
Probably fire.
I think acid.
Breya would be aware that fire and radiant, especially radiant, is very effective on undead.
Well,
Doesn't
I have
fire
no
keep
radiance,
zombies?
so I'm gonna crisp them.
Fire
Fire?
keeps zombies from
One.
coming up, I think.
Yeah, I think it also stops them from healing, if I'm not mistaken.
That's trolls.
No, that's also that's fair.
Yeah, no, but the
Alright,
undead fortitude,
so-
man. Woo.
Alright, I had a little bit of trouble getting the encounter thing up. So it was 17 Lydia,
17 Lydia.
Mirra,
5.
I got a
I rolled a
15.
2.
Breya was 19.
15.
Oh, 15, sorry.
LV was a 19.
If you want to let me have 19, I'll take it though.
I guess you're twisting my arm here, but I guess I have a 19.
Yuelia,
I don't remember what I had. It was low. I'll say it was under 10. Oh no, it was an 11. It was an 11.
That's not under 10, Mikey.
9? Or 14?
and yours was 8, Paul?
Yeah.
Oh,
you
damn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
know it. I'll just stay here in the tree and take a nap.
Alright.
But, um,
Lydia, or another initiative roll off.
Okay. Hooah!
Where do you go to do the zombies go?
41.
You beat him.
Who'd I
I'm
beat?
gonna make yours 18 instead of 17.
Okay.
The zombies.
You beat
Who'd
the
I beat?
zombies?
No, Lydia, you're first. Then the mob, and then Breya.
Fuck. Alright. Pan the camera for me, sir. So I can see Lydia.
see the wave.
Alright.
Got any AoE?
Gotta be dynamic.
I have a smoke bomb, guys. I don't think it's gonna work.
No, it's pretty smoky already.
I should have got grenades. That would have been good.
I made
Uh,
it foggier.
I know it's Lydia's turn real quick, but can you
Yes.
show me 30 feet of myself, please?
Where are you? There you are.
Oh, wow. He rolled pretty high.
Okay, that's not really a lot. Got it. Thank you.
Alright, Lydia will search the necromancer that she just killed. I want to take any items.
Well, that's gonna
important.
be your action. if
Okay,
you're gonna
that's
search
fine.
them.
I'll take like his staff, check a book, like if he has a book on him, something.
Yeah, some
He
grenades.
has a staff. I would just jot this down for now. He has a staff.
Okay.
He has a book.
1 second. Okay,
I
staff
can write
book.
it down for you if you want.
Okay, I was gonna say.
I got it now.
Okay.
Staff book.
Staff, book, 3 scrolls, 2 potions, his hat,
Nice.
It's a nice
One
hat.
is hat.
and technically his robes, but that might take a little bit longer to get off.
I just pictured Lydia like
me his
picking up
robes.
his hat.
I'm
and
really
going,
good at
and
that.
then putting
Don't
his
worry.
hat on.
Can
I
I
can
get
do,
all of
if you do a sleight of hand and succeed, I'll let you take the robe all in one go.
Okay.
I'm gonna have a
Deal.
naked zombie.
Ew.
Hold
It's
on.
like
let me-
half quarter zombie.
Quarter
necro...
zombie.
That'd be a Zom.
Ready? Are you ready? You ready for this?
Mhm.
23.
23. That is a
Ooh.
pass.
Oh man, you just
You
needed
kind of-
24.
In a really funny manner, you know how you kind of.
With a table? With
That's
a
what
table
I was
Table.
picturing.
How you kind of you whip a towel to get dust off, or
Yep.
so you kind of
That's
just
when
like,
you notice he was barely even wearing it in the first place. He just kind of
So-
had it on.
pretty much because he's undead and there wasn't much left. But you grab the collar and you just kind of whip, and just the rest of the body comes tumbling out the other side. The head just falls off. The body just flies out the other end, and oh, there you go.
So I'm gonna like throw the robe over my shoulder, put the hat on, like shove the scrolls and like leather strap.
You know how bad that robe smells.
It's
Probably
so
horrible.
horrendous.
So
But you know what?
with
Maybe they won't notice you.
with my movement, I want to get back
Oh,
into the tree I
smells like
come from.
Axe body spray. Come on. You know, I'm not gonna lie. I actually like the way Axe smells.
Yeah,
Some.
you can get there.
Okay,
Some
here-
of them.
I also have
Here's
my
the
bonus
catch
action,
there.
so I'll dash to get up.
Oh,
if I
well,
can.
how far
There's
are you
climbing.
going?
I want to get into the tree. So is that movement or is that an
you
action?
have
That
enough
tree or the tree
ability
next
to
to
get
you?
into the tree.
Oh, okay. I'll
Do you
do
want
that.
to go like further?
Yes, I want to get further. I want to get close to Yuelia.
Oh, you can get over to this tree before you have to stop.
Okie dokie. And I'll end my turn there.
Ninja!
He's like a freaking spider monkey.
Ah!
Also in the beginning of my turn,
Yuelia,
I'm
there's
gonna
an undead in a cloak climbing a tree!
Ah!
On it! Magic missile!
That's
Oh my
probably the cool. That's probably the cool thing Lydia's done so far.
Yeah, right? No fails? Hold on, let me answer this phone call.
Lydia doesn't look at the explosions.
Yeah.
All right, for the sake of, I'll let Lydia do what she was gonna do. Additionally, when he gets back, the horde is going to encroach on Breya.
Okay, good. Get them close. Nice and tight knit and packed together, please.
Well, they're tight knit, all right.
I want to try to get as many
there
as
is
I can. 15 foot cone.
There's easily more than 50 surrounding you within like 7-ish feet. This part of the horde can't reach you just yet. They're moving too slow. But you're losing space, I guess you could say.
Okay.
Breya, you're up.
Okay, so can you, I want to use Dragon's Breath from my necklace for fire. Can we figure out the best way to get as many as possible in a 15-foot cone?
So I'm treating this as a mob. So
Yeah.
I have a preset amount of creatures. They're all sharing one big HP pool.
Okay.
So
I
as
don't-
you do damage,
Deal.
the amount of things dies, if that makes sense.
That's totally fine. I can't exactly remember how this like works. Do I have to roll a d20 for this?
Nope. Not for these guys anyway.
Nice.
What was that, 15-foot cone?
Yeah. And it'll be 8 damage.
When did this happen? When did they do this with cones?
That's pretty
Kinda
cool.
That is freaking awesome.
That is an accurate
So
I
not
like
only
that
can
a
you
lot.
do the distance of the cone, you can actually change the spread of the cone.
Nice.
Pretty neat.
Pretty sure it's 45 degrees. Which way are you aiming this thing?
I'm gonna aim towards kind of behind me. The ones
So
that are
there's a lot less over here because you've already
exactly the
blasted them.
opposite side.
This
The
way?
ones that Mirra was interacting with. Because I want to
okay.
make sure they don't follow her up the tree.
They can
Gotcha.
climb trees now.
So you're using fire, right?
Yes.
So you grasp your pendant, it begins to glow with a mighty magical energy, and then just you exhale, you go, and this huge plume of fire just cuts through them like butter. You just see them ignite into flames, and you just see them just deteriorate into ash on the spot from the intensity of the flame.
Does the fog evaporate too?
Briefly,
Yay!
nothing permanent. Let me turn the light on. It's dark as hell in here. There's no fog in my
Can you
room.
do that? Can you do that to the forest too? It's pretty dark in here.
Can we turn the light on in here? My other, so I use that. Can I still attack, or do I have to?
That counts as a spell, so that is all your
Okay.
action.
That's totally fine. And I will. I'm just gonna take a brief assessment and make sure none of them are trying to climb a tree or anything like that.
They can
And
climb.
it does not. They all seem to be just coming straight towards you. Even the ones that by Mirra Interactive is once you got up the tree, they just changed their target to come straight after you instead.
Okay, perfect. And I'll just try to, hold my anchor as a shield the best I can while I wait until I can take another swing.
I'm assuming you at least want to move so your back's against the tree or something.
Yes,
like that?
please.
Okay. Yuelia.
Okay. Perfect. 120 feet of me, please. Can you give me that range?
120 feet.
Yeah, okay, cool. Can I take a quick peek and see if there's any
My
being
God.
of importance similar to that necromancer?
Generally, this would be like a perception check or an investigation check that you
Okay.
use as an action.
Used as an action. Then I will hold off on
From a
that.
brief scan, I would say no.
Okay, then yes, that's perfectly fine. I'm perfectly fine with a brief scan. So what I would instead do is, fuck me trying to be acrobatic. Bonus action Misty Step towards Quip. Can I make that 30-foot jump?
I just got to Yuelia.
Where are you trying to go to?
Quip.
Sorry.
Sorry.
The
Yep.
Here.
No. Never mind.
Hang on.
Oh, okay.
It was registering down.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can get over there.
Sorry, Breya needs help, and I'm gonna jump over there. Not behind Quip, in front of Quip.
I have these scrolls for you.
I have no time to
figure
check them
in front of Quip.
out. Yes. And next, I will. So that was my bonus action, Misty Step. I'll check him out after. And next, I will cast Flaming Sphere. That is another 60-foot range. So,
That is a really good spell.
can I get a look at Breya again, please?
She's right here.
Okay, so that area that I shattered, does it look like it's still empty?
Nope, it pretty much filled back up when the zombie or the horror
Alright.
moved.
Then I'm going to just drop that flaming sphere. It's a 5-foot radius. Right
We are
next to
going
Breya.
to- Gingy. Gingy, baby. What are you doing?
What do you see?
Too bad I can't make these things bigger. I wish I could do the same thing to
Items that you can do.
items as you can do to monsters.
Yeah. Nice. I like
That's
that.
the thing.
That's definitely his flaming sphere.
Well, where does it have to go with this
Use
one?
the pumpkin.
Oh,
Okay.
that's a great idea.
That's cute.
Does it light up? It doesn't light up.
Click on it, click on it, click on it. Does it have an like interact thing?
Oh, that's a good idea.
No.
Get out of build. You have to get out of build, I think.
Oh, you're right. You're so smart.
Third time's a charm.
Doesn't look like it.
Doesn't
No.
look like it. No, never mind.
Okay.
Dang.
Can
So
you
a
like,
5-foot radius.
illusions
Any
on it or
character
something?
that would end
Make
their
it glow?
turn needs to make a dexterity saving throw or take 2d6 fire damage, or half on a fail. I mean, on a save. Sorry.
Alright, well, I guess the pumpkin's gonna stay. But is that where you want the flaming spear to be?
As long as it's not encompassing Breya, so close to her, but not on her.
What about that flame pyre? No, it's not a pyre. What do you call those? Like the in the cage.
in the cage torch.
Top right.
That.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah, that's actually really good right there. Yeah. Yeah. So anything in a 5-foot radius around that, then failed save, 2d6 on a save, they take half.
It's basically anything around it.
That's perfect.
So where do you
I don't
want
think they take any initial damage though. It doesn't look like it.
Yeah, Breya, you're about to get slapped.
it?
Okay.
but it
Where do you
enters the
want this thing?
space.
What?
Oh wait, ends
Where do you want this fireball to be?
No, right there's perfect. Right there where you had it. Right there where
Okay.
you had it was perfect.
And there is monsters there. I'm not going to make them do saving throws, so I'm just going to say allow them to start burning up.
Okay. Well, I mean, they don't. They only have to do it at the end of their turn. So.
Understood.
The bonus action move. I didn't move.
But as you drop the sphere, the fire's there, so just a bunch of them just.
Yeah.
Some of them can flail their arms as they burn up.
Yeah. I'm gonna move a little bit closer, because I didn't actually move. I just Misty stepped. I'm gonna
You're going to be
move
closer,
towards,
you
right in the middle of there. Yep, like into that middle one, like to that next tree over. Like, yep, right there. Perfect. That's where I'm gonna be to assess the situation.
said? Alright.
That is literally everything I can do.
Nice.
Another horde action.
You whore.
I have to ask because of the horde action.
Okay.
Is this just how many are attacking Breya at the same time?
Yeah, this is all the
Okay.
archers.
So,
And it's not just Breya.
okay.
Nat 20.
That natural 20, whoever can I see whoever did that?
Probably not.
30 feet?
No.
Okay, never mind then.
Mirra, that doesn't hit, doesn't hit, doesn't hit, doesn't hit.
You need to get past a 20.
I need better AC.
AC is hard to come by.
Yeah.
That is going to, the natural 20 is going to be on Breya.
You know, he-
That is. But, oh, that's the only person that gets hit.
But you still take half because of rage, right?
Oh, whoops. Actually, that's max plus 5. Sorry. We'll say max plus 2. So 10 plus 2, 12, half 6.
I'm 37.
As another
Divided
arrow,
by 4.
as another hits you square in the abdomen.
Are any of them towards us?
Nope. Well, the ones that were towards some of you were just like really low, like 1.
Oh, okay.
Like, that isn't going to hit anybody.
Okay.
But that was the only one that hit was the natural 20.
Okay.
Crusix.
Oh, wait.
And then Mirra.
Wait.
Wait.
We completely skipped over Elvie.
Oh, you're right. We can do Elvie.
No, Josh. God.
She's still all the way over
Right.
here.
She is.
Hey, listen.
God. Hey.
Hey.
Hey, listen.
And then you get
Okay.
the purview on. What? What? Smith.
You can hit anything in this radius.
Yeah. But it's usually only 80 foot that's not at
Disadvantage.
disadvantage, right?
Really?
Oh wait, no, it's 150 feet. It's a longbow. Never mind.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
120 and then like 700 and
600.
yeah.
Okay. So with her range, do any of okay? You know what? Screw that. Let's just take a shot at one of them. It doesn't really matter.
As I'd say, they're really. It's just a mob of them.
Yeah, it's just a mob of them. So she's
The
not
only
really gonna
uniques
pick
you
out
guys
anything.
basically dealt with already.
Probably. So the only
Mikey,
thing
you're
she would
playing Left
do-
4 Dead 2 right now, and the horde's coming.
Yeah,
Just point and click.
The only thing that she would do is to try and pick them off of Breya, or pick off any archers from the distance. So any archers there.
picking
From a
off the archers would actually be the best thing right now.
Yep.
As I'd say,
She's gonna pick off the
for AoE attacks, there's really no rolls because you guys are just hitting mobs and monsters. I'm
Yeah.
considering it as max damage.
So
but
she's gonna do ranged and just pick out the ranged.
Okay. Smart.
Okay. Do you want her to roll? Yes.
And she has high perception, so I would imagine she would be able to pick them out. But yes, since you're attacking singular targets, I need you to make attack rolls.
Okay. That
Thank
is
you, thank
a
you.
19 to hit.
That hits.
For 8 points of lightning damage, I think is what it was, or was it thunder damage? One of the two.
Lightning.
Lightning damage. Yep.
It goes down, just, and then there's just this little jolt of electricity as the arrow collides. You just see the bones just fly forward in random directions.
That's it for her. She's gonna move up a little bit. Stay invisible, obviously, but she's gonna move up towards the group. Yep. Yeah, 20 feet is all she can do, but that's perfect.
Now, Crusix?
How far up is the treetops to the ground?
3,000 feet.
Oops.
Oh no. Daisy mate.
Good 30 feet, give or take. Probably less than that. Let's try this. Yeah, about 30 feet. You still there?
Yeah, I'm thinking.
Don't jump.
Safely. No jump.
Don't jump.
I'm gonna get down there quicker. It's not that much damage.
I know a fast way to get
Wasted.
down.
No,
Guys,
stop.
my face
come
hurts.
back.
Guys,
No.
they stole my spleen.
Guys, I forgot who I was. Alright, let's see here. What is my movement? 30 feet.
If Shrike was here, fireball.
Sid,
Oh my
Right?
god.
I forget. Breya, is one of your racial traits brave?
Let me just double check.
I can
Yep.
double check.
Half
Yeah, so
screen.
that's pretty much the only reason why I haven't had you panic yet.
Yep. I
She
imagine
sees this
her
as-
focus also helps her not panic.
She sees this as this needs to be done, and we're not gonna get anywhere.
Because,
Oh.
like I said, I don't want to sit here and put down like 1,000 minis, but there's literally
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm aware.
Alright, I'm going to attempt to climb out of the tree at, not like diving down through the tree, but like in a get down to the ground quickly manner.
okay. You do realize you're surrounded by undead, though, right?
Yeah, I've got an idea.
Okay. Just to reiterate one more time, as the moment you hit the ground, there's going to be undead there waiting for you.
Well, how far away was that spot? That spot's already been filled back up with undead, hasn't it?
Pretty much.
It keeps
Yeah.
filling back up.
If
yeah.
I were to distribute these a little bit better. Well, that one's dead there, but it'd be more like this because Breya fire breath. So there's a little gap there.
Yeah, the number of minis is not equivalent to how many enemies.
No, I know that. I'm just.
I'm picturing the number of minis as a swarm.
As yeah, like for every mini, there's like an extra 10 there.
Yes, thank
Yeah.
you.
So any AoE attacks would be great.
Well, I used my AoE attack. Kind of wish I could be like Ichigo and just like swing my anchor around and just start bashing things, but
You can.
I don't have a fucking cord on my anchor. Can I do that?
Oh, all heavy weapons have cleave.
What?
Just
It's in
hold on to
book
the
of
circly
rules.
part and just start swinging in a circle.
I'm just gonna start cleaving. I had no idea heavy weapons had cleave.
So basically, if you make an attack roll and you hit a creature and it gets reduced to 0,
Yeah.
all the remaining damage that would have been dealt to that creature can go to another creature within 5 feet of that creature.
Okay. works a little differently.
So
with
in this
Pathfinder,
instance,
but
I would
still like it.
consider any weapon with a heavy weapon to be AoE.
Sick.
How can I see any of the archers?
Yes.
But the only thing I can do right now until there's a clear spot for me to get onto the ground, throw my bladed boomerang at one.
Now you realize that when you throw that bladed boomerang, it's probably not going to come back. I'm only giving you these hints because I believe Crusix would be aware. You know, we're doing this. We're going all the way.
Oh no, Josh, your computer.
My computer's fine.
I believe in it. Look at all those eyes. They're watching us.
Oh, I have to pop up.
Doing, Paul.
I'm reading.
At this point, let's just
Same.
hop on the totally accurate battle simulator.
No.
Just
What do
bump
you
up the
mean?
numbers.
What do you mean on each target? It only says one target.
Uh,
How is it
I
each
think that's
target?
enough minis.
That's enough slices.
Thank you. I'm glad you knew exactly what I was referencing.
I knew exactly where you were going.
Yeah,
Look
great.
at those.
Alright, at some point we gotta get the fuck out.
Right?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of any way or anything we got other
How-
than actually booking
How
it.
a
do
little bit-
fucking elves
A little bit
navigate
more
this
accurate
place?
going on here.
I think we need to think about how the people who live here navigate this place without being killed by undead.
Maybe
I
they're
guess there's
Uh,
a point
got
where
maybe they
taken
there's.
over
don't live
by
here no
undead.
more because they're all dead.
I was about to say they got taken over by undead.
I think that maybe we'll hit a point where it's civilization, they're holding it off, like there's a wall or some secret thing that we don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
My best
we need to go
Crusix needs
plan
to
far.
make his turn.
is for Lydia to
I don't know what to do,
fucking
bro.
bolt for her ship. Me try to hold out for an
You're-
hour, and you
That's
come
2
along with your
hours.
ship.
Given
So-
spell.
The only idea I can think of is landing onto the ground and take my whip and swing it in a big circle around me and trying to electrocute as many of them as I can.
Well, you don't have to go all the way down to use your whip. Your whip has 10 feet of range.
Right, but I can only hit one that way.
There and back is probably going to be a 4-hour trip.
Well,
Do you-
not with the speed
and
of
down
the
this tree?
ship moving.
The ship is not that crazy.
Wait
Isn't
a
it
second.
faster than our base movement
I
speed?
know what to do.
I think it's like
It's
our base.
faster than your base movement speed, but not faster than
How
your
many
splash.
cantrips can I cast?
One.
One. The thing is bards are not offensive classes for the most part, unless you pick like.
Alright, well,
I
then.
would like to go.
Can I
Super
use a
Saiyan,
cantrip
please.
per turn? Like on my next turn, can I use another cantrip?
Yeah, cantrips are infinite.
Oh, good. Then I'm
That's
just
the
going to
whole
start
purpose.
throwing magic cards at these damn things.
Cool.
Target the closest one within 60 feet, probably one of the archers, and I'm going to throw a magic card. And I wrote a natural one, and I'm going to jump off the cliff.
Oh no!
Well, you don't hit an archer, but you do hit another creature.
You hit a squirrel.
The
The
only
last living
animal in this
squirrel.
entire forest I just murdered. Squirk! Oh, no!
You
The
hit
only one.
You hit
No.
an undead squirrel.
Oh,
Oh, why you pull out Gigi with
right? I had the concerns.
Does Quip have a breath weapon?
Quip
Oh, wait.
is a baby, so I don't think he has anything yet.
Make a ranged
Quip,
spell
do you have a
attack
breath
against
weapon?
it. Yep. Okay, nope. That's my turn.
Can you imagine if that asshole was sitting in that tree with a breath weapon just watching us and be like, oh, a fight?
That asshole.
I could help them, but they didn't
Guys,
ask.
honestly, I feel like we should just carve a path and just run.
That's
Go.
what I'm
I
thinking.
agree.
Too.
I'm good with
I have
that.
an idea. I actually have an idea, though.
I have an idea.
Because I can
Did
get,
it
I can
before,
run.
I'm gonna fucking do it again.
Okay,
Red,
but
be a football
that's the end
player.
of your turn, Cole?
Yep.
Mirra and Quip.
So Mirra is going to jump over to Quip's tree and
Whoop.
grab Quip.
Quip has been equipped.
Friends.
Quip.
Alright, I'm jumping into the fray. Just let them kill me.
I was saving that one.
Just literally.
You know what? I'm jumping into my
folding.
into my orb and then just
Oh.
getting caught on fire and just getting letting the zombies
Yuelia,
just
no.
end it all. Anyway, please continue.
My goal is to... Because at first I was gonna get down there and start cleaving, but I agree we need to, like, run or something. So my goal
Fight and
is,
retreat.
when we go, that I'm ready to go and protect Quip and keep people off whoever's around me. So for now, I...
How can I take a screenshot of this so that the other people who are missing this can see what's going on?
Oh, hang on, I got this.
Can you hit
You
F12?
got it?
I want to do one like a close up of Breya.
I got this. I got it right here.
Yeah, no, put that in general.
Yeah, I got it.
And then
Hang
now
on.
it's like this.
Hold on.
How do you save a picture?
I just did the snipping tool.
I love this
Yeah.
snippet.
Oh,
What?
okay.
How do you do the snipping tool?
You type in snipping tool.
Snipping tool.
Start
And
menu.
then you just drag a square of how big you want. So I want to get down and...
I'm gonna go delete Quip as a thing since you're holding it.
Sweet. And get by Breya and help Breya keep an area open for whatever she wants to do next.
So you grab Quip and now you're gonna jump down.
Yeah, take the rest of my movement to get down and get by Breya. Oh, do I have enough to get down?
You won't be able to get down the rest of the tree. You can get halfway down the tree if you want to go ahead and start.
Okay, I will start, and I guess then instead of my... Because I was going to start just swinging my sword. Instead, I will toll the dead, that dude right behind Breya.
I wouldn't say it's right behind her, but yeah, you're basically
one
going to
that's
hit the
coming up.
closest thing to her.
Yes.
Okay,
So I'll do that instead of my
You just-
swords.
because a lot of the undead are just kind of moving to it, and the one that you hit just goes and just falls over.
Okay. So
That's
I'm
one of your
coming,
turns?
Breya. I'm coming. And that is my turn.
Round 2, Lydia. Carrying a shitload of stuff.
This is my stuff now.
This is okay.
Go
Okay,
get this
Yuelia.
ship, Lydia! Run!
Uh,
Do it!
You are the fastest.
Run!
You are the fastest and the
Get
only
the
person
ship!
that can tell the ship what to do.
You're right. You're right.
Wear
Fuck.
the cloak so they don't smell you! Go!
And you can disengage as a bonus action.
Yeah, right. I'm gonna properly equip this cloak now, since you know I have a little time. Just fasten it. Keep the hat, and hold on to the hat as I try to slide down this tree like
God, it
acrobatic.
smells awful.
Yep. And I'm going to full speed book it.
We'll see you in 2
All
hours.
of you better
Yeah.
survive, you
Don't
bitches! And
As
just
Lydia-
run.
Takes off into the fog. I just need an athletics check from you, Lydia.
Hey,
I believe in you.
athletics.
Max 20.
I rolled
Do
a
it.
natural 1.
Oh
Fuck.
God!
Petey,
There
this
it
is
is,
not
but
the
I
time
used-
for your regular
I
rolls.
used- I used the bardic inspiration you gave
Yeah,
to turn that into a 9.
it's better than a 3.
That's 8 more better than a 1.
I rolled a
Threes are
max on
9.
that. That's pretty cool.
No, that should be 11.
Well, I mean, yeah, it should be 11.
It adds 8 to the roll.
You're right. You're right.
Yeah,
Sorry, I
you
saw a
just,
natural 1 and I was like, huh.
you just start booking it through the woods and whatnot. Let me send you a message really quick.
No.
Oh, I meant to sit. Who understands Elvish in this party?
Nope.
E.
Not me.
Not me.
Shrike,
Me.
who's not here.
Me.
Yuelia.
Someone keeps saying me, so I
Yuelia.
want to assume someone knows it.
Yuelia.
Why don't we try using Primordial to ask any spirits nearby to assist us?
I can ask for help.
Alright, the next person up is the zombie horde. And they're gonna massively close in on Breya from all
Fucking
directions.
White Walkers over here.
I need a either acrobatics or athletics at disadvantage.
If I have advantage, it's just normal.
For Lydia, too.
Shit. Okay. Fuck. Well, now that
Damn.
Breya's
I'm
up in
back.
that tree, it doesn't matter. I was gonna do something, but you know what? Who's on the ground?
Nobody.
Oh, also, did you? I'm assuming. Yeah. Anyway, you know what? Screw this. I have one question on how this works. I'd like to polymorph somebody, specifically myself. I was gonna do it on Breya, but she's up in the tree now. Unless you want to put Breya back on the ground and then I polymorph her,
What,
and you
Were
want
you
He
to.
trying to
pulled up the
polymorph
tree,
her
so that's
into?
up to her.
What are you?
I was going-
What's your plan?
Something big and something scary that we can easily charge through.
Can
if
you make it
polymorph
big
was going to
enough that
work with
people
you.
can jump on her back and she can kind of run.
That's
towards
why
the
I
ship?
needed to know the polymorph. I know it's based off of the challenge rating.
Yes, the challenge rating.
So, in this scenario,
Up to a challenge rating 5.
up to a challenge rating 5. Okay.
Unless you can turn me into something that can carry everyone out of here and run, I don't think it's worth it.
Yes.
I mean,
There's apparently. Hang on. I need to look at something.
the biggest thing I can think of is an elephant. And that's
Is an
challenge rating
elephant.
4.
Yep,
Yeah.
that's what I was thinking.
I
I
was
want
an elephant
something.
once.
You were an elephant once.
It was nice.
Green good.
What about a heffalump?
I want to be a
You
hufflepuff.
can also turn. No, you can't turn into that yet.
Okay. There's apparently a really good Brontosaurid that's gargantuan size, has a ton of hit points, has some decent attacks using Stomp to repeatedly knock foes. Prone can be very effective in options like their will provide similar trip effects, much lower CR. So
What are the speeds? Because my goal is to get everyone
actually,
out.
can Breya fly as a polymorph? Can that
As long as the creature you turn her into can fly.
Okay, then instead I'm going to change her into a whatever the fuck this a Quetzalcoatlus? This is from
What's
whatever.
That's a
wild?
total.
That's the total.
Well,
Does-
yeah, this is
Does
from.
that
I
have-
don't know, but this I guess it's up to you. It's from whatever the hell VGTM is,
What's its carry weight
It's
though?
basically a pterodactyl.
but it
It's
is a
a
huge
huge
size,
pterodactyl.
80-foot flying.
What's its carry weight?
I'm looking.
Oh, okay. Some
A
like
great way to
it's
travel
big,
distances
but-
with dice attack and fly by. It's even decent combat form for its CR. It does not go into it.
Well,
I
its
don't-
strength is 15, so hang on.
That's only one less than me. Normally.
Hang on.
I'm just pulling this off of a random chart that people have posted for.
So
They don't go into detail.
Yay,
about
internet.
stats.
Yay, internet.
15 times 15. What's 15 times 15?
Oh my bad.
Alexa.
Fly.
What's 15 times 15?
I opened up a calendar for math.
So that's exactly what I just did.
So
225.
There's no way you did the same thing as me at the same time.
225?
Yes, sir.
225 times 4. That should be 900.
Is 900
Yes.
even.
So if you turn her into that, she can hold 900 pounds worth of weight.
That
Hop the
should
fuck
cover
off.
the entire party, shouldn't it?
Say what?
Absolutely, unless
That'll
somebody's
cover the
carrying a
entire
lot
party.
of fucking
Since
weight.
your weight disappears while you are this creature, it should be more than enough to carry everybody.
Alright, let's do it. Can I
Alright,
erase
so-
9 points of damage I took then from the
You
attack
take
of
its
opportunity?
HP. You
Your HP turns into its HP.
Okay.
I don't know what it is. So if you have,
It's basically 40. Your HP becomes 40.
My HP is... I'm losing HP.
Your
yeah,
HP
but
is
you can
crazy.
fly 80 feet.
Yeah, let's do it.
And if you dash, you can fly 160.
Why don't we just polymorph me from in the tree?
If that's how we want to do it, that's fine. I was thinking of a rampaging enemy or a rampaging creature
Yeah,
at the time.
I just don't want zombies to grab on.
Yeah, so that's fine then. We'll just do that. So she will turn you into that and
Sarah
go on.
Pterodactyl.
Enoch truck.
So
Turn me into a
There
chicken,
is.
chicken model!
Oh
Damn
my
it!
She
I
wants to
want
be
to
a
be
giant chicken. Yeah, but I don't know what VGTM is. I'm not sure what that is. But I'm assuming you're going to allow it in this world. So.
VGTM.
Video game trademark?
You know, that might be it.
Volo's Guide to Monsters.
Oh, okay.
Yes, that makes sense.
Okay, I'm assuming you're allowing that then?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
No.
I just needed to know.
What the hell?
Cool.
Fly, you damn you, fly.
It's having some issues.
I'm gonna yell to Breya, don't fight this, and then you're gonna feel your whole body change.
Not fighting. I'm
Whoa.
fully embracing it spiritually.
You know what?
Everybody else, hop on.
I could have been a
Okay.
giant chicken.
No, but Lydia has to run.
It's like,
Oh my
fuck
goodness. Stop falling to the damn world.
you.
You know what?
It's okay. It's okay. I think we got it. We can.
Yeah.
You can use
You know what?
theater of the mind here.
Screw you too, Dave Tailspot.
Alright, so we hop on, and off we go. We're gonna go back over construction. Now, here's the
So-
problem.
So
Here's the
flying,
problem.
I'm gonna look for Lydia. by
Here's
the
the
way.
problem. I mean, yes, that's fine. But the problem is polymorph only lasts 1 hour. So
Yeah,
at
but
some
But-
my
point-
fly speed should absolutely get us back to the
Yes.
ship again.
But if she dashes, you guys were moving at like 15 feet.
that's fair.
I mean, she's literally going like 10 times plus faster than what you guys were going.
Yeah, I
Okay.
am keeping an eye out for Lydia.
Lydia's running for her life. All of a sudden, she looks down and she's 30 feet off the ground. Like,
Grab
that's
her
it,
by
I'm
the
dead.
down.
Lydia's running for her
Mirra-
life, and all of a sudden, a giant shadow was over her.
Mirra, given your exceptional perception, you do see Lydia hauling ass on the ground.
I want to try and like.
You ever seen
this
an
is
avatar when the
pushing-
big bird flies
Pushing
overhead?
on. Oh,
Yeah.
Breya, down, left, a little over to the right. A little lower.
I'll like angle the way I'm flying to allow Lydia to jump on my wing.
Lydia,
Yeah.
you see a gigantic, God knows what the hell it is, start to swoop down towards you.
It has
Lydia!
a giant smile on its face.
Lydia!
Fucking hit the ground. Ah!
Lydia! Wait, come back!
The staff like goes tumbling forward.
Jump on!
Lydia!
Do I hear them?
Yeah, well, once it gets closer and it's like kind of hovering in place, really low to the ground.
When the
Yeah,
I'm playing the Flight of the Bumblebee on my violin frantically.
I'm
But,
gonna try and
you
reach
see
my
that-
hand down to grab Lydia, but we all know how well that's gonna go.
Everybody, you see that everybody's on top of this creature.
Okay, when the fuck
Go,
were we able to do
Fine!
this? I'm jumping on.
Unfortunately, Breya, while you
we're
were in
gonna have to
this
take this
form,
out for walks too
You cannot
now.
talk.
while you were in this form, you lose your ability to speak.
I know, that's why I've been squawking.
You can squawk. Now, Crusix can understand you if you speak.
I can.
Are you climbing
If
up
you start
Lydia?
squawking a lot, then
Yes.
I'll ask Crusix to do
Don't forget your staff.
Oh, let me go back real quick.
Breya in squawking language is saying, "Come on, I don't want zombies jumping on me."
that. Yeah, Crusix, what'd she say?
She said, "Get on! There's too many zombies."
Okay, gonna help Lydia up. Help me out.
Everywhere.
I'll help.
So the idea is to grab Lydia and then just bring her up on board.
Can I just
Alright.
grab Lydia with my foot?
Technically, you could.
I'm doing that.
Look at it in character. Look at it in character chat.
But,
Accurate.
very quickly, you guys make your way back to the boat, and it's starting to become dusk now.
Let's just sleep here where we know it's safe, because zombies don't float.
Are you going all the way out to the boat, or are you landing at the shore?
No,
or-
I'm bringing everyone to the boat, then I'm gonna hover over the boat until I turn back to normal.
As you land, I'm assuming Yuelia just lets the spell go. Oh, Fry, no! This is
far-
the you to die.
How far does the fog go out of the woods?
You can't see the fog from where you guys are at
We'll
on the
get
boat.
the ship
Okay,
in the
so-
air, please. I would feel more comfortable in the air.
Well, before anything else, before we even get there, before we even get to the ship, I want to say, I'm gonna look. Does it look like they're on the beach, or like on the land or anything? No, they just
No,
stopped.
they ended.
So, as I was to say, as Lydia will also point out, maybe for you guys it was probably minutes, but for Lydia, about 30 minutes of running in, the zombies and everything just stopped being around. And so did the fog.
This
Okay.
may be a little glum, but I think we should ask the orb and make sure that Belhaven has not become an undead.
Oh no!
Not a terrible
I
idea.
highly doubt it, though.
We can
I
ask
highly
his.
doubt
We
it.
can ask his status.
I
Yeah.
highly doubt it, but just
Just
in case.
to toss in, like I said, I'm going to toss you guys information as I believe your characters would know it. But basically, Belhaven is a cleric of knowledge, but he is an exceptional hunter of undead because he absolutely despises them.
Well aware. That's why it would be really sad if he became one.
Okay.
So why did we not just fly all along?
I don't know, really.
I
We
had
got
questions.
here and we're like, we're here, land.
Well, let's find out. Did I remove?
I
the
thought you guys, the original plan was that you were going to walk to the Elf City, but I don't think you could have predicted that that would have happened.
Yeah, we're not
that's
gonna walk
exactly what
anymore.
happened.
Walking.
Everyone has
that
was gonna
PTSD.
I'm gonna
Okay.
find Pollux and tell him what happened in a very traumatized voice.
Well, as you land, he's kind of hiding, but then when you turn back to normal, he's like, "Ah, you're back!
Yeah, that was
Like,
not a
Joe,
fun first
welcome
day.
back!"
Are
I'm
you
taking
okay,
off all
Breya?
this
You
stuff.
need some.
I'm okay, but that was pretty scary.
I
I'm
go
gonna
up
look
to.
at Mirra and be like, you gotta remember that undead are mindless. We were taught that, so like you can't be their friend.
Mirra is gonna be cuddling Quip for comfort, and
Okay.
she is indeed very upset. And she's like, "But I like, whoever's, like, controlling them could, like, hear us through them or something,
Shrike?
but none of them, and...
I'll
It's
let-
possible they could have, but people who control undead are not nice people. I'm
So,
just glad you're safe.
so I will say we have that option once a day. LV has great magic, but she is limited. So
Elvy's secret
Freaking
app.
bow sniper.
we can use that if we need to, but we have to be careful. I'd rather save it for emergencies like that. So I'd rather not go in with that unless we know that's our game plan.
Curiously, is Elvie kind of like Tinkerbell, where she loves like sugar water and stuff like that? Is she
Yeah.
a bee? Okay.
Yeah, no,
I'm gonna
she's not
make
really a
Elvie
bee,
a
but-
tiny cup of sugar water, and tell her that she did a very good job and saved us.
Oh, thank you, Breya.
Okay, I'm sorry, Lydia. You mentioned you had a couple things, but we kind of ran off.
You just see Lydia unload all this
what did
shit.
you
Yeah, I'm
find?
like dumping everything on the deck. Like,
There's a
Okay.
hat, there's a robe, there's a staff, there's a bunch of scrolls, there's some potions.
Okay,
Breya's
first things
gonna
first.
take the robe and hat and immediately start dunking them in the ocean because
Um,
they smell terrible.
I can do. Let me see. Can I do anything about that?
She is
Nope.
just
I'm pretty sure that's
vigorously
food and water.
trying
That
to get the
is not.
smell out.
Yep. I can only
You
purify
can-
food and drink. That is neither.
It still hasn't been 8 hours, so you can press the digitation to smell away.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll do that. I
Okay,
guess.
I assume we have a fucking washing bin here. I'm gonna wash this.
I do
So
have a
wait, no,
bucket and a stick
Let,
and a
let
shovel.
me see what it is
so we
first.
can-
Hold on.
And I have soap.
I'm
You're
gonna
gonna
I'm
wash
gonna
the
try.
dirt.
I do have soap.
Hold on. Don't do anything with it. I need to see what it is first.
But the
When
soap,
has
though.
soap ever erased magic?
I'm going to detect. I'm gonna detect magic. Does anything come out of the robes and hat?
The hat lights up, the robe lights up, the staff lights up,
Dude.
scrolls light up,
Okay,
Okay,
well,
hold on.
soap has
Hat.
never hurt magic, so I'm gonna
Bro-
start
and
washing the robe.
apparently there is a ring inside the robe somewhere that also lights up.
Dude.
Okay, so there was a hat, robe,
Lydia!
staff, ring.
You're
I am
awesome.
viciously washing this robe. It smells disgusting.
Wait, let me find out what it is first. Hold on.
Soap does not kill magic.
Fine,
Or he
fine,
can press
fine,
the digitation to smell away.
fine. I do
Prestidigitation.
cast prestidigitation and get rid of the smell.
Does it
There.
actually clean the robe, or is it just
Yeah.
temporary?
It cleans
okay.
it.
Nope.
Oh,
Okay,
it does.
good.
Well, it depends on if he wants to dirty it, but it
I mean,
should clean it.
I'm gonna let you actually clean it, but at least we don't need to worry too much about much. But I do want to find out what this is. So in order, I'm gonna check out these potions. I'm just gonna take a glance at them.
Mirra is just sitting there. She is very upset because
15 Arcana.
she could actually see in person, like, seeing in person these lifeless people, like, was just traumatizing.
Brett will
I
make a
imagine.
sandwich for Mirra.
Mirra's
As I'm
very upset.
saying,
Oh, there was also
Where-
a book. Right, I remember that.
yes, there was a book. Thank you. I almost forgot about the book. And the book is also magic.
Lydia, you were
Okay.
supposed to be writing this shit down.
I said it out loud. No one heard me.
I'm sorry.
I did not hear that.
Okay, so
Sandwich
Potions,
and
I
hot
rolled a
tea for
15.
Mirra.
Both the potions are actually superior potions of healing.
Holy
Okay.
shit.
Two.
Ale.
It's a
You
shame.
reckon-
Why do they need
that?
Right?
Okay. Next, I'm gonna look at the scrolls.
You're already dead. Why do you need a potion of healing?
For a 24.
Is for what?
Maybe
For the
it was
scrolls?
something he had before he became undead.
It's gotta be.
Because we assumed he was a necromancer, but I think he was actually just an undead wizard.
Or sorcerer, or
Oh,
Something.
yeah.
Undead cast.
Breya's words for
Undead
all
caster.
magic people are wizards.
What's
Undead
Everyone's
asshole.
a wizard.
you're a wizard, Harry.
Healing
Okay,
wizard,
so that
You're
was
a
a
gizzard
24
fairy.
on scrolls.
Yes. So
singing
as
wizard.
far as using Arcana on scrolls, you'd be able to identify any scroll that would have similar setup to the spells that you know.
Yeah.
One
If
of
not, I will go through identify. I'm just trying to speed up our time, if you would. But yeah, it's
Yeah.
more or less just seeing.
you want
I just want to
use
see whether or not,
identify
like, the general knowledge of what I have.
Yeah, as a
what we
based off of general knowledge, nothing comes up.
What
But do you
Lydia
want to go
has.
ahead and identify everything just using
Well, afterwards, since that is the case, then yeah, I will essentially just have to take, I guess, the better part of 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and then 3, so probably about an hour and a half identifying the scrolls, book, ring, staff.
when you
rope,
use
and hat.
identify, you don't have to do that. It lasts for up to a minute.
Does
Doesn't
it? I thought it was only one item.
Is it just one item?
Let me find out.
Thought you
I thought it
poked
was like multiple
like you have
things.
to touch the item and inspect it.
Perhaps.
Wait, that's
Yeah,
not worse than
casting time
Pathfinder.
is 1 minute.
Yeah, that's the casting time.
Yeah, but you wouldn't be spending all that much time. You'd be just spending 1 minute for each. So however many
Well,
items
right,
are
but it's
identified.
through ritual, so I'd have to do the.
You choose
Oh,
one
you're-
object, so
you're
it's
right.
1 minute with
You're
the-
right.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
through a ritual, it's through 11 minutes.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So if you want to spend all that time, yes, you can identify.
If
But
we're gonna chill and relax, so first
Might
things
as
first,
well.
I will cast Cure Wounds on Breya,
Thank you.
for just 7 points of healing.
I'll
Not really a
go.
lot,
I'll
sorry.
go up and
remember to
purr,
double it.
Oh, sorry, you're right. 14 points of healing.
and I'll go up and purr,
I am now.
and try and give you apology snuggles to give you an extra 3.
I will hug
It
Mirra.
wasn't hit point healing; it was just regular healing.
I will
Or
hug
does that
Mirra
hit-
and tell her that in the future,
I'm
when
still
we're
giving
being
apology
sneaky or there's
snuggles.
undead.
Well, does
No
your cat's
talking.
comfort thing for all healing or hit point
Seriously,
healing?
Mirra.
Hit it.
This is a life or death thing.
I thought like there would be someone there who could
There-
like hear and help and
No,
and like they weren't
Rely
people
on us.
anymore and
Mirra.
Unfortunately, I think anyone who could have helped in that situation ended up in that horde.
Honestly, sorry.
Yeah, that cat's comfort thing, was it hit point healing or all healing?
I'm looking.
I'm at full, so I'm good.
Oh,
Oh.
okay. Well, whatever. Well, for future reference, I'd like to know.
Yeah.
I'd have to look at what I wrote, but I'm pretty sure it's for hit point.
Where is it? Oh, here it is.
But yes, I make Mirra some tea. I make her a sandwich. I make.
Wow.
You know what? I just make everyone a sandwich.
Oh,
I'm gonna
Yeah,
play a
thank you.
morale boosting song, cause
I make tea for everyone because that was terrifying.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Freya,
Number
and
one
let's have
for
that sit
LV.
down. Let's have that
Tiny
sit down with
sandwich
Mirra.
for LV.
upon hindsight for you guys, like that wasn't a
Normal?
group of people. That wasn't a squad of soldiers. Like that was easily
Hit.
a large section of Alona's population in one spot as undead. Like
It's a fucking
that was an
friendly-
unreal amount of
Undead.
undead in one location.
I
Do they
think
just
we
keep
should
their
ask
armies
the orb
surrounding?
about
He
them,
might
by the way.
I'm sorry. What was that, Breya?
I think we should ask the orb about the undead, like how they came to be or something like that.
Something. We'd have to figure it out. But
Or
I
how to
think
get
we should
through
avoid
them. Although we're
traveling.
just gonna be flying.
We might have to just travel or fly through it or fly above it, but we'll have to take our chances.
But
I'm not really focusing though. I'm looking at my spell book.
while everybody's taking more or less what is a short rest, you're going to identify everything?
Yep.
Alright, so first scroll is random button.
the random button spell, nice.
Oh yes. I remember that spell.
Second one
Somewhere
is
in the world, a random button gets pressed, even if it doesn't work.
Ooh.
of course. And last one is
Nice.
and then you got two superior.
Let's go a little farting.
It's okay.
Pretty much.
Now this will be a part of the other stuff that I have to put together because I kind of randomly generated off the wizard. But
I'm gonna use Swashbuckler Spirit back.
sure, brain, come on. Okay, I was like, where's the +1? Or where's the plus sign?
It's the sorting hat.
Oh, you're typing all this down.
Yes. Because I'll have to remind myself later, because there's other stuff I need to...
Okay, those are the scrolls, Moonbeam.
Moonbeam, Sleet Storm, and Stinking Cloud. And the last one was the book, right?
Book. Yes.
The book of books.
Yeah.
Pokemon.
It's a Necronomicon. No.
If Shrike was here, you know what he'd be singing.
I was bored and kinda horny. Thought that I'd pick up a book
Oh my
about
god.
Necronomicon. Thought that I should take a look.
Yuelia, do you want to... Oh, here, let me do this.
But now Cthulhu knows why they call me the Deep One.
Oh my gosh. I think these are all you, Yuelia.
Shrike could probably use a couple.
I could probably use something, but at the same time, I can't wear armor.
Does a
Well, the
robe
rogue,
count as
rogue
armor?
doesn't count as armor.
Oh, they're not armor? Okay.
It's just a robe, it's just a cloak. His clothes.
It's a man dress.
Ah, yes.
And the staff just gives 1 to DC.
So it makes it one number harder for enemies to
Yeah.
overcome.
By the way,
Which is
I know how to
probably-
fix. I know how to fix Breya's weapon. If we want to do that after.
Oh, you know how to turn it into 2d12?
Yep, I know how to do it.
Oh, fantastic.
I had to do it for Elvie, for the bow. So I can help you out with that, Breya.
Yeah.
Sorry, say again.
I can fix that your anchor on D&D Beyond,
Oh, cool.
so that it shows the dice correct. So it shows the correct dice. So when we're
Nice.
done here, I can, if you want to take like 2 minutes, I can show you.
Not D&D Beyond again.
Oh, another enduring spell book,
Correct.
but this one has different stuff in it.
Okay, so I put it all in one together, although it is misspelled.
Oh,
Those
there's
are
still the ring.
truer.
There was still the ring.
The ring, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was randomly generating right now.
You're perfectly fine. I just
Oh,
wanted
it's
to
gonna be an awesome ring. Oh my god, that is an awesome ring.
ring of protection.
+1 to AC.
I think it requires attunement, but it's worth it.
It is worth it. Who needs it? ACs, everyone. Put it on the table.
14 AC.
18.
If
You're going to want to
I...
put it on the people who are going to be putting that AC to use.
Yeah.
You're right. I'm at an AC of 16, and I get up close, but I try not to get hit.
You probably need... Because Breya's
I
got
got
18.
17.
Lydia
Yeah, I
should
got
be doing guerrilla tactics.
Yeah.
That's
Hitting
true.
wrong.
That's true.
I'm totally fine with you taking whatever you need.
I mean,
Breya's not
at that,
particularly
That's-
someone who will dive for treasure.
I mean, at the same time, it was your ring. You found it. I just identified it.
I would say that's quite the stash you managed to pull off there, Lydia.
Right?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah, right? Finally putting my sleight of hand to work.
If need be, Breya will just buy something to help herself.
Guess you're right.
All right. Did you guys want to ask your question before we wrap up tonight's session?
Yes.
I think so. We're gonna have
Do you
to
How
guys
many
want to
toes?
ask about the origin of the issue, or do you want to ask about how to safely navigate the forest?
How about
Well, we could just fly to the mountain.
how about let's ignore the navigation at the moment. Let's get some info first.
I don't see that as being valuable, honestly, because we do know there's an undead army. We do know that there's a nation that deals in that. Like,
Yeah. So
oh well, the best thing to do is find out where we should be flying to.
But what if we find out that
Somehow.
this is somehow connected to the God of Games?
That's also true, but I don't know how you're gonna connect that. Ask the question. Let's see.
Well, no,
I mean, we can-
I'm curious about what caused this issue because, like, as Josh said, the undead have a massive population unlike anything we've ever seen.
How, Josh? How much do we know? Because I remember my
Someone's
knowledge on the
practicing.
undead, undead. What's it called? The nation.
Oh my.
The Undead Legion?
Undead Legion.
That's what
I-
everybody else refers to him as, but no one actually they don't really associate with a whole lot of people,
Yeah.
so no one really knows what they call themselves.
Okay. Do we know how they deal? Or no, like how they do their things, or do they just roam?
What do you mean?
Do they
If
trade?
as
Are you
a legion-
asking if
Someone-
they're actually like a nation or?
'Cause
If
I
they're
remember
just...
from before that it was something like they make people sign contracts, and that when they die, they use their body.
Oh yes,
Yeah,
from the
basically-
before 4 times. Yes.
Yeah.
So, metagaming wise,
Yeah. Or that I didn't want to
Ooh,
say
that
it, but I
was
was trying to see like
so
what we would know.
metagamey.
but I think you guys as elites would probably have a little bit of insight into this due to your educations. But basically, the Undead Legion has actually a lot of living people living within, and they get to live lives of luxury because the undead do everything. But in order to get that, all they have to do is sign a contract saying that, hey, when you finally kick the bucket, your body belongs to us.
But that sounds more like the undead aren't being used like maliciously. They're being used to uphold a society.
Right.
They're free
And that-
labor,
they-
free. Yeah.
And that was the case until they overran the Dwarven kingdom and took it over.
Hmm.
But no one's ever really talked to the monarch of the undead nation to really find out what the hell's going on.
So it's a monarch. Guys, write this down. Write this down.
Oh no.
Okay. so
Stop
what do
breaking
we
the
want our
world.
question to be based on? Because my mom's asked for my help and I gotta go.
Okay.
Hey, bye. Thank you so
Well,
much.
what
for
do
coming.
we? I want to state
Oh,
the
great.
question. So what's the question we're gonna ask?
Should we just do a safe trip? How to get would it be able to? Could we safely travel through airship to what we need to go? Maybe.
How? What about like
Yeah, like I said, try to avoid. You want to
It
ask
might just
questions
say yes.
that gives
Yeah.
a direct answer.
Yeah, I
Because-
don't,
How
I don't
And
know, man.
instead, you want to ask how can we safely travel?
As
What
I'd
about-
say, it'd be better to
Yeah.
ask not if you can, but how can you?
what
Okay.
about how the
Let's do
elven
that.
how
Or-
the elves navigate through the forest? How the elves survive?
They
in-
don't. They stay in their trees.
We could also ask how did Bellhaven navigate the area?
He flew
Killing on
in.
the undead.
Right,
But
but
where
how
did he
did
fly
he
into?
keep going? We could technically directly follow his steps.
We could say how,
Where did Bellhaven's airship dock?
or we could
I don't
see
know.
his whereabouts, where specifically he's at. You know, like the
I
coordinates.
mean, we
of where-
already know the directions. All we have to do is fly up
Yeah.
and go straight. And
We
I'm
fly
sure once
past
we get
it,
close
though.
enough to a city or whatever, we can see the other airship we're looking for. Or by then we'll have another question.
I don't have a good.
Well, I
idea.
mean, we could take a vote. My vote is on trying to specifically know where Belhaven is so we don't go past him or anything like that.
Or maybe he's fighting off somewhere. He could use help.
Well, my concern is if we ask, like, where's Belhaven, they're just gonna be like, in the Tri-Cities, or wherever, and it's like, where the fuck is that?
Well, that's why I wanted to ask what his coordinates are.
Do we still want to ask that? We got
That was how I thought of how to get around that.
You think they would have an airship port or some way to
I mean, if
unload
they...
people?
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't know, it's a bunch of trees.
Also, when we asked about the undead, didn't the orb kind of show us what happened, not so much have explained it?
Yes.
Wasn't it more of a montage?
We kind of had a baby montage.
So my question is, we could just ask, how did Belhaven navigate to his current location?
Could we say show us?
Used a map.
Show us how he navigated to his current location.
Is that the question?
Well, hold on,
think
we're
that's a good one.
discussing it, because what I don't want is it to show us a picture of an airship.
Right.
Or to say via
Well,
airship.
It's going to show you everything it can in relation to your question to the best of its ability.
That'll
As
still
I don't know,
valid.
have you shared with them that the orb isn't complete?
No.
I didn't know this.
No, I have not. Thank you
Sounds
for...
like that was a secret. You
Thanks
just ruined it.
for telling everybody.
Well, I didn't know if that's something you particularly wanted to share, but
Well, this is important.
it's worth mentioning because that also limits what the orb can actually show you. It's not all powerful. At
I
least
know
not
it
yet.
can't show us the future, but it can show us the past. That's what was told to us.
Right.
So why don't we word it like the show us how Belhaven navigated to his current location? Does that sound okay to everyone?
I'm good. That sounds good.
Mhm.
Sure.
Alright, that's how we'll word it.
So the mirror creates the orb and it begins to activate and open and light up, and you guys start to see images within it. And you see basically the airship that he traveled on set him down practically right where you guys are, except they set him down on the shore.
The shore can't be his
And he
current
freaking
location.
walked in.
And then once the airship flew off, you see a magic circle with a whole bunch of rings appear. Arcana check from Yuelia.
Okay.
I believe in you.
You got this.
Is that you telling me guidance?
I don't know if I can cast it at this point because it's a quick, like,
Okay.
oh, I know that, or no, I don't, kind of thing.
Well,
That's fine, that's 21.
you're also generating the orb at the moment.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so,
that's
okay.
21.
I can punch you and say it's called guidance.
When
I'll
you
give
want.
you
Do
a-
better!
I'll give you a pat on the-
21. You
21.
Pat on the butt.
recognize that spell as a gate spell. And so
Just
Uh,
teleport himself through a gate.
Yep.
Yeah, he's a cheater.
Yeah,
But,
he
like-
didn't go through the forest. It looks like,
So-
but there's more seeing.
So after the ship flies off, he creates this gate, walks through it, and then you see him step out the other side in front of a gigantic stone archway door that's closed. Looks like it's at the base of a mountain.
That
So
works.
they
Going
didn't
into
want
the
to
Dwarven
fly over.
Kingdom, is he?
That concerns me, because that means the ship didn't want to fly over the forest if they're like, we're leaving you here and you have to waste a gate spell. We ain't flying over
Or
the forest. That
What
concerns
if
me.
he asked? What if he didn't want the people on the ship to know where he was going?
That's
He
also
was
a good
secretive
point.
about how he left.
That's also a good point.
Does it look like he has people with him or just him himself?
Yes, all by himself.
Okay.
Is there any details on the door we might be able to read, like any carvings, any runes?
Good question. I would allow anybody that wants to make a history check can do so.
I'm gonna do it.
Eh,
I got a plus
Oh,
1. Why not?
I got a 14.
I'm gonna try just.
You know,
Yeah.
guys, I'm feeling lucky. I'm going to.
11.
I rolled a
I
1.
rolled a 3, Josh.
I rolled a 1.
Advantage for Yuelia. You're half
Ooh! Oh, that was
Oh.
almost really bad. I got 17.
That's good.
I almost got 2 minus 1, so it would have been a
This is
1.
my second one in a row.
You
15.
15 and higher passes.
sweet.
Man,
So
I
I'm
was
imagining
one.
that. Say what?
because I have a -1.
So I'm guessing Mirra actually paid attention to this part of what Belhaven used to talk about.
God damn it.
But these are basically the front doors of the Dwarven Kingdom.
Okay, well, Breya made an educated guess that was correct anyway, so.
thought they were
But-
pretty.
But more or less, it's just a bunch of old words basically talking about the strength of dwarves and the might of the kingdom and whatnot. But the ones that kind of particularly stand out is all who live here. I can't remember off the top of my head. All
Got
who live here are under Moradin's blessing.
Okay, James is gonna love that.
Right?
So,
Okay.
okay, curiously, because I did take a shot in the dark and ask if it was the Dwarven Kingdom, does, like, Mirra and Yuelia say, yeah, that's definitely the doors?
Yeah.
Okay.
If they want to talk about it.
Yeah, that's definitely dwarvish.
That's
And
the doors
it-
to the place where the dwarves live.
Yeah.
Why would he
It-
go to a kingdom overrun by undead? By himself?
Maybe to cleanse it. He is
Before
really-
the orb goes out, you just see him standing in front of the door and he just kind of touches the door. But there's like a 10-minute period while the orb still lasts, and the door, he just drops his hand, lowers his head, but the door's still shut before the orb turns off.
Well, we know where he's at.
Okay,
I
so
think we need to go help him. That
It
place
seems
is
like that's
overrun.
probably
Yeah.
would be a good assessment that this has something to do with Moradin.
okay, awesome. We learned some stuff. Sorry to keep you, Breya.
It's okay.
Maybe we can make our way there by ship, but
Or-
I would hope ship because we don't have a
Probably.
gate port. We don't
worst
have
comes to
teleportation
worst, if
spells.
we take another rest, we can
pop
spend the
out.
night here. Okay, bye-bye. If we spend the night here, then I can do the whole bird trick again and get us there by bird.
The bird.
Just gotta know
It's
that
a
if
Quetzal, it's a
if
dinosaur.
It only lasts
That-
a certain time though. Like
it
what
only
if
lasts a certain time, but Breya was really fast, so I think we can get there with good enough speed. The only issue is, if that's our way in, how are we getting out?
same thing?
That's once a day.
Ka-ka! Like that.
It's only once a day.
Well, then we
so-
find Belhaven
Well,
and
but we
chill
can
with him
find
until the next
Place
day.
to make camp.
And we can do that, but there may not be that opportunity. I'm just throwing it out there, and we need to be prepared for that.
Other
But
than that,
I am absolutely claiming that book, if nothing else.
Well,
But other than that, my friends, I hope you guys had a lot of fun. That was a blast for me, as per usual. And I hope
For
to
having me.
see as many of you as I can next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday,
thank
Josh.
you.
Thank
you
you.
later.
Have a good one,
Bye.
Josh.
Catch you guys
Bye,
later.
Josh. Bye, Jenny. Bye,
Bye.
Ginger.
Bye, everybody.
Yeah.